Hi!
Mothers.
Hello! Happy 13 months, bees!
Wow!
Bees has been subscribed to us for 13 months!
Holy
Whoa.
We start referring to Bee's subscription as like a mom with her toddler, and it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, Bees is
That's
24 months old.
That's way longer than I've been
Sorry, we're not
subscribed.
supposed to say months.
Oh, that's not something to brag about, Eric.
I'm at 4 months.
Time does fly way too fast, especially
We were
the
just
older
talking
you
about
get. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, welcome. Welcome to today's session. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. Good holiday weekend. If you had some time off. If you didn't, it's just a regular weekend. And we're going to get into some announcements. Nothing's happening tomorrow, right? No, yeah, nothing's happening tomorrow. But this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. Central, we have our next session in Alien. Things got right up to the point of being pretty spooky and scary at the end of last session. So catch up on YouTube or Twitch and then join us this Thursday at 7 p.m. Central for the next session in our Alien campaign, Alien After Isolation. And then on Friday at 7 p.m. Central, we are doing our next episode of Charmed Reads. We're going to be talking about
The House in the Cerulean Sea.
by
TJ Klune.
That's what we're doing, and obviously I won't be a part of that one. But I'll be excited to learn about it through all my friends. So come join us for that conversation, and I'm glad you're excited about these. And then a week from today, back at noon Central with another banger. Another banger of a Campaign 3 session.
Hardly know her.
So
Nice.
Before we get so that's it for announcements. But before we get started, let's start into a little bit of a recap. So our party is currently in the Feywild, having been kind of dragged there a little bit by a rabbit humanoid named Skip, who dragged them there to the Feywild because the Feywild is currently under attack by an evil witch, none other than the evil witch Cullinan, which Danny definitely has some has had some run-ins with her followers, as has the rest of the party at this point. So deciding to help the people of the Feywild and taking a break from dragon slaying and devil dealing, our party decided to make their way throughout the Feywild, running into a future timey-wimey weirder version of Arthur, Aeliana, and Oliver's dog, as well as through a use of divine intervention, Oliver was able to bring his father, William, to the Feywild. They traveled for a while, but then were unfortunately attacked by a group of changeling assassins known as the White Iron, who they had slain a members of a number of weeks ago, a number of months ago maybe. And in this battle, both Arthur and William were slain. William was revived by Oliver, but due to the weird ways of magic, William was brought back to life in the material plane where he left, which is underground, captured somewhere in Savonia. And then Arthur was unfortunately not able to be revived, as this version of Arthur had already cheated death a few times, as he was a little bit older. And they had a nice little ceremony for him after rescuing Aeliana and Xavier from another group of those changeling assassins, making pretty short work of it. Aeliana and Xavier were only gone half a day, guys. It was only half a day that they were gone. And our party were able to save, actually a full day, because it took them about half a day to get back. Anyway, and the party was able to save them, and the party got back together and continued on their way, along with Brian, a little tiny Kenku that seemed to have gained an attraction to Emory and was following him around, therefore kind of joining the rest of the party. And our party got up to some more shenanigans and continue traveling towards the mountain. But we are actually going to take a little jump in time. We've been taking our time, rolling on the Feywild table, traveling day by day, but we're going to do a little bit of a jump and get you all to the base of the mountain. So this is going to be about a week's worth of travel. So I don't want to jump forward in time without checking in with each of you. I can always tell when you're all typing shit in the Discord. You're all
We're
looking...
talking about Bob Ross.
I'm sorry, I went to pull up Roll20 and I still had the Wikipedia page for Muncie, Indiana up, so I just kept learning more, and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I was just learning.
I was just learning.
You're always allowed to learn. And so,
Always allowed.
if there is anything in particular that you feel like your character would get up to over this week of travel, I definitely want to tackle that. It's a bunch of travel, but we're just gonna go ahead and we've had a lot of travel time on the travel table, so we're just gonna skip forward a little bit. But I'll go ahead and I'll just go ahead and open it up in general, to see if, please, Emory.
I think Emory is obsessed with making sure that they still have access to the timeline and that nothing is going crazy, and that when you refresh your browser to see if your package has moved at all, kind of thing. So I think a couple times he's probably gotten in touch with Damien just to see, nothing substantial. He doesn't have any conversations really that he wants to have, but there's just the essence of making sure that timeline still exists and nothing new has really truly obliterated the continent or something.
Yeah, I think.
And then he would tell everybody what.
I think similar because you're communicating to Damien through a sending stone, and we've established how that kind of works in the communication of the Feywild. I think similar to Wyndham, except probably even more so. By the time it gets to the 5th or 6th day, Damien's yep, still, I just talked to you.
2 seconds. Yeah.
I just
but he kind of likes it.
No, for sure. Yeah.
This is the most he's ever talked to.
I'm sure
his
he
friend.
thinks, he probably, it's he's laughing at some point.
Yeah.
But you do establish that timeline isn't moving other than a couple of seconds each time when sent through the sending stone. If Oliver tries any sending spells throughout this time period, or if Aeliana does, that same weird feedback of getting multiple answers from multiple different versions of people through multiple different times, which is something you can play with if you want to. But that is something that definitely does happen.
Who do we want to talk to in the past?
I was about to say who's dead. All my dead
But,
people,
with no
all my
choice.
dead family members.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that.
Keep that in mind if that's something you want to try. But you are able to establish that. As far as the timeline that you left, the material plane that you left, everything is moving a couple seconds at a time.
I think towards the end of them, there would be a little bit less of caring to check in about the timeline. There's less of a fervor of how's the timeline, and more just hey, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, I saw this really cool thing today. Oh, and then the dagger really worked at this part, and I did a little thing, and so a little bit starts to become conversational.
I love that. That's
but
great.
I actively leave those parts a little bit out when I tell the group.
Of course, yeah. Can't let anybody know that I fuck with this.
I feel like I start noticing the pattern of Emory sneaking off to send to Damien, and I just start being tell him I said hi.
Yeah.
The last day, I'm
What do you
mean? I'm not talking to anyone.
Duh, of course I'll say he knows you're here with me, it's fine.
Kind of similar to Emory, I would have been checking in kind of frequently with Wyndham via the Sending Stone about Ronhar, what he's going to get up to. I guess nothing really more in depth about that. We were just kind of. I still think last time we checked in, he was still unsure if I was actually in the Feywild.
He has. I would say every other response, Wyndham responds to you genuinely, and then will respond to you as if he thinks he's hallucinating.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. It's about 50-50 his sincerity and response. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
What about? I mean, obviously, Danny doesn't have the power of sending, and so I doubt. I doubt he would ask Aeliana or Oliver to send anything to Nick. But
No.
has Danny's mind been on that?
Yeah.
Or has it left that? Should I ask? Really?
Yeah, no, I think it's just been a lot of like. As they get closer to the mountain, it's like mounting. Danny's very clearly getting more anxious, but is very like, it's cool.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's gonna be good and fine and cool and awesome.
Okay. What about Rowina, Oliver, Aeliana? Anything in particular?
I have two things.
Please, yes.
The
Don't wanna
first
move
thing,
forward
I mean,
time.
I keep an eye out for Catman.
Okay, of course. Roll a
God
D100, 5% chance.
Oh no.
5?
Yeah, 5% chance.
That's harder than divine intervention.
Yeah, because they don't want it to happen. You're the only person who does.
You're right. All right, I'm gonna roll in the chat. Come on.
I kind of want it to happen.
Come on.
Can I give the help action?
Yay!
Yeah, Emory can give the help action.
All right, cool.
What?
Oliver and Emory
still
talking
not.
about Catman.
Okay, there,
That was,
you're welcome,
kind
Matt.
of cool.
Matt,
Just like,
Michael.
don't
Matt.
speak his name. Do not
Okay, so
summon
yeah,
him.
unfortunately, Catman is never seen again
I'm just walking around
by anybody.
for a couple days. The second thing, I go up to Rowina. Hey, Rowina, Roro. I don't know. I heard.
Yes.
I heard Danny. I heard Danny call you Roro. I think. I don't know. Maybe it was a thing. Do you remember that thing I asked you about like a couple days ago, with the birds?
Forgot about
Oh
Were you
yes.
gonna? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yep.
Do you think you could do that?
Yeah, definitely.
It's been a calm couple days, so I feel like now would be fine. We haven't run into
Like-
anything weird in a while.
Like right now.
Sure.
No warning. Yeah.
All right. Okay. No, tell me. Okay. Tell me exactly what you want.
To turn me and Aeliana into birds. It sounds
Do you
wild.
want me to just do it like with? But you want to like talk?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Like-
go talk to her, and then that's a good idea.
I really wanted her to just
Because I
do
mean,
it.
like, you're giving her no, like she literally could have just been like, bam, like.
That's what I wanted to happen.
I kind of wanted to be very Rowena about it and just do it.
I mean, you
Do
can.
it.
It was like, I'm gonna go
Do
talk
it.
to her,
No.
but you totally could while I'm going over there and talking.
No.
Don't even know what kind of
I'll-
bird.
I'll be ready. I think that. Okay, hold on. Did we decide that I could do this?
Yeah, you have
Twin
twin
spell.
spell.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, you're right. Perfect. We figured this out.
Yeah.
We did this. All right. Do you want to just give me like a signal?
Yeah, I'll go like this.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
I'll try to like be really discreet, like far enough back that I can see, but I'm probably just like hiding behind a tree, like with one horn, like stick, like
Oh
not
my
well.
God.
And it's the gold one, so it's like glinting.
Yeah.
off the-
yeah.
Literally
Like
in
a beacon.
Aeliana's
What
eye.
is that? What is that? Ow.
But we don't have to. I'll just go up to Aeliana and be like, "Hey,
No, we do have to.
it's been a stressful couple days.
Yes.
Do you trust me?"
Of course.
Craziest way to start this.
If you're a bird, I'm a bird.
Je suis oiseau.
And then he'll
Just do me whistle.
he'll just turn over to Rowena and go like that.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
I'll polymorph them into
Piece of pigeons.
to
No.
A
Pigeons are the
flightless bird.
birdiest of
Penguins.
Penguin.
Oh no, that's
penguin. Yeah, they're just chickens.
I can't fly.
I'm gonna turn them into
Hilarious.
two ravens, like beautiful, like when the sun hits their the
Badass.
black. You know when the sun hits the black feathers of a raven, you can kind of see like colors
Yeah,
in
it's
it.
supposed to iridescent.
That kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, so as the
So
two
I
of
hear,
you-
"Do you trust me?" And then I become a bird.
And then you're a bird.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel like Aeliana
That's
would like?
She would immediately be like,
resist?
"Oh, okay."
Okay,
No.
yeah, okay.
Well,
okay.
I mean, maybe like initially, like, "What is this?" But then
Yeah.
I was like, "No, he literally just said he must have something crazy."
So the spell takes hold, and in a poof of shadow and black feathers, both of you immediately take this raven form and can immediately feel the difference of the environment and the world around you. Your eyesight is keen and sharp and narrow, and the wind
This must be how Danny
is
feels.
the wind is embracing you and lifting you. Your instincts kick in, and you naturally beat your wings and glide on the wind. And I will say, I've always said in my campaigns, I've made this canon before, that if you are polymorphed or wild shape into a species and you are with that other species, you can communicate the way those things communicate. So you two are able to. So you two are able to communicate with each other. What happens?
What? What?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just thought it would be like
only lasts an hour.
I'll give a wing up.
Wing up.
The sky.
I don't know. I just thought this would be kind of fun, but this is very overwhelming.
Feels weird, but all right. Kinda cool, probably. Let's give it a try.
All right. And I don't know. I think we just fly off.
Fly.
Okay. Yeah.
Go on a little sunset.
Probably use the opportunity to like also go ahead, kind of see what's coming up.
Yeah.
But like focus on the.
Yeah. And then Oliver sings
Good point.
A Whole New World.
I was wondering if the do you trust me would come in with that.
Yeah, it was.
Incredible.
Yeah. So they have a Whole New World moment.
Angie, pick a number between 1 and 100.
Why do I do?
Oh my god, are you deciding whether Emory sees this?
Just Angie, will you?
Pick a number
No, I
between
think
1
it's
and
gonna be
what?
some random
1 and
encounter.
100.
1 and 100. I'm rolling for it.
I hope it's a continent of birds.
Oh no! We could become.
Oh, that's every 10 years.
64.
Okay, 64 below and something happens. Okay, so the two of you are flying.
Oh no!
And as you are just like feeling the wind beneath you and feeling just the joy and the freedom.
This lovely
That this moment. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's a beautiful moment.
Oh
It's magic. I am not writing fan fiction about this.
Yeah, please don't.
Well, now I want to.
Hold on just a second.
Zach seeing how much HP a raven has.
That's not what I'm doing.
Out to kill a raven.
One burning moment.
Somehow I got onto Raven side of
Okay, so
Instagram.
you're in polymorph, unlike wild shape and polymorph, your mental statistics become that of the bird.
Which arguably could be better than.
No,
we
yeah,
have
exactly.
we
But
have
you
our
don't
own
like
mental, or
what I'm asking.
Right,
The reason why I was
thralls.
asking is because I needed to know what your passive perception was.
Always a good sign when
Ba, ba, ba,
Zach
da.
asks for your passive.
Brady
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Is the Brady Bunch gonna pop out?
Yeah.
Seems so.
We just come across a 70s house in the Feywild.
The most terrifying thing that could possibly happen.
If it
Really?
okay, so this meets,
meets it beats.
which means it's rolling. You're the DC, so it beats your perception, right?
Yeah, sure. Whatever's the funner
What?
outcome.
So the two of you are flying.
Isn't this great?
And out of nowhere, the
No.
limited sun that is above you is just blocked out, and all of a sudden you see
What?
a giant raven flying above you, and it is just like soaring above you, and it just like kind of like immediately just kind of like takes wing with you and is like matching your movements and flying above you.
You're seeing this too, right?
No, yeah, no, I'm seeing it. Yes.
Okay.
Do we
Go
Let me see.
back.
friendly? Oh, yeah.
I can't. Oh no, good.
I was gonna say we should
Whatever
follow
you-
him. No?
Okay. How long does this? You said it only lasts an hour. How long has it been?
I don't know. I'm a bird. My watch is gone.
Yeah, you do have an intelligence of like I think it said 6.
I don't know.
So
6? Okay. I don't know.
So your ability to like perceive time
it's
is a little messed up. It's been a bit. And you start to follow.
What's the worst that can happen?
You start to follow this giant raven, and after another little bit, this giant raven lands on the nearby cliffside of just some rock outcroppings, and there's a nest there. And you see a bunch of little giant ravens that are about 3 times your size, the babies. And they're all like chirping and asking for food. And the mom kind of lands on the nest and is like just kind of like picking at their feathers and like cleaning them up a bit and kind of like slides them over to make room for the 2 of you.
I mean, when in Rome, no?
No, cool to watch, but I think we should really go back now because I don't want to have to walk that far. And if I turn into a human in there, we're going to get eaten.
You're right.
So
You're
no questions
smarter than I am.
asked.
Yeah,
so
no,
practical.
We should fly back.
You like hop onto the outside of the nest, and her giant wing like curls around and like stops.
I did not go towards the nest, to be clear.
Oh, you
I
didn't?
did not.
You didn't go towards
No.
it at all?
We were flying, and then I was like, I figured we were like, no.
Okay, cool. So you just kind of like, you just hear.
I
well, then
would
in that
not
case,
want to.
you just hear kind of this like, kind of a deafening like, ah, this like call.
I can't understand it. Is it also ravens?
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh.
You just hear, wait!
It seems like
Wait.
you don't want to go on an adventure. What's the worst that can happen? We
Come
get
back,
eaten by a
it's not
bird,
safe.
and then we fight our way out.
Turn into human.
Come on, they're birds. What are they gonna do? I'll protect you. I promise.
If I die to this bird,
I promise.
Yes, go for it. Okay,
I will
sure.
not let that happen.
Jesus, okay.
So you go
No,
back?
I don't like it.
So you go back?
I guess. I don't like it.
Okay, so you turn back,
Yeah.
and do you like just land on like the outside of the nest?
Yeah.
Like kind of on the lip?
And then she's
Like, what do you mean it's not safe?
Gorgon's out.
Oh, fuck. See? Gorgon's out. This is a safe place to be.
Okay, alright. For now.
For now.
You're my children now.
Eating some
No.
tacos later.
Bit complicated there.
We're just visiting.
You look like my children.
A little small.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
you
just-
do look small, but I'm a good mother and I will protect you.
We're just stopping. We'll be leaving in a couple minutes.
Once
Nope.
Gorgon is
You won't
gone.
be. You're actually grounded for being this far away.
You can't.
You can't crown me. I was just...
Alright, well, I regret this immediately, Aeliana. I'm sorry.
What? Okay, Bill. You know, just talk.
Are you
that
guys
way
hungry?
Later. No,
I am
we
a
just
little
ate.
bit hungry. I can't lie, even as a bird. I'm a little.
Flying
Flying takes a
she
lot of work.
leans back behind her and she starts like dragging with her beak, and you see Catman, dead Catman, as she drags him forward.
As she turns to focus on pulling the thing, I am going to, like, I can't grab your hand, but I will try to, like, shove you with my wing to fly away while she's distracted as
How
quickly
long has
as
Catman
possible.
been dead?
It looks like ravens
Eric.
are ravens are
Ray's dead
We
as an
have
hour.
to go.
First of all,
No!
First of all, what I'll tell you is just like
Ugh.
because of your medic background, you can tell that the ravens didn't kill Catman. They're scavengers. They found his body. It seems like he died from some sort of blunt force trauma.
A while ago, right? Right,
but
Zach?
it does look like it was like at least a day ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
Come on.
Alright,
We
yeah.
have to go!
But yeah, you
This
guys
is
turn away, and
upsetting.
as you fly away, she's like, "No, wait, wait!" And she's
Horrifying.
just calling after you.
This is upsetting.
You don't see Gorgon as you fly
Great.
back. And despite this weird intermission, it is a very nice flight back.
I was hoping this would be romantic. I didn't expect to see dead Catman.
There is a
it
moment.
Was nice. It was nice. It
There
was
is a
fine.
moment
It
as you're
felt
returning
good.
to the rest of your party that you have this like nice little aerial view of the camp where you've set up the clearing, and there's just like lightning bugs all around the camp, and and it just looks like, you know, whether you look up at the stars or down below, it's just like twinkling, and you just like have this
that's
nice
cool. Very nice.
moment that you're able to still have. I need both of you to roll for the fun of it. 2d20. Both of you roll a d20 minus 1, DC 10. Three?
3. I got 3.
You got
0. You got him 1?
Okay, so you guys are flying above the camp. You're bird intelligence, so you're not really like, you
Of course.
don't know when the
I'm
spell's gonna
distracted by
end.
shiny
You're
objects.
distracted by shiny objects,
Isn't this
and
nice?
you both just like
So nice.
plummet 10 feet. I'm not even gonna like give you the damage because you'll heal it in the long rest, but you both just like fall 10 feet, land pretty hard, like definitely get
Oh.
some bruises.
Ooh!
Oh no! Oh, and it's like, because you were ravens, it's like, it's not just like a, you don't like stop midair and plummet. You're like you just like hit the ground and roll
Like
a few
meteor
feet.
style?
Yeah.
Really spraying my.
Like it looks like you're an
ankle.
anime character that got like punched into the ground. Like that's kind of.
I'm wearing my armor still, so I just.
Jeez. Holy Brian.
Oh,
Wind knocked out of me.
that
You
was
good?
not a graceful landing.
Walk it off. Walk it off.
Was it fun?
She
yeah,
looks at
that was-
Oliver like worried.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
fun. I had fun.
So fun. Yes, yes. Did you though? Are you?
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm alright. Catman's dead.
That's what I
We
was
found
gonna
it.
say. I
Killed
will.
him?
What?
No. And to be honest, that blood
What
is
kind
on
of
all
date
your
night did
hands.
you guys have?
That blood is on all of you.
I wanted to save him. Now it's too late.
We can't
Eric's
save
laughing. Oliver's
everyone.
not laughing about the situation.
Oliver, we can't save everyone.
Hold on,
He's
hold on,
an
hold on,
idiot
hold on,
if
hold
that's
on,
the
hold on, hold on. You had a date night where you turned into birds and you found out Catman is dead?
Sounds pretty on
Yes.
track.
How
We
did you
got
find
taken-
that out?
We got taken in by a giant raven.
And she told you that Catman was dead?
No, it showed us the dead
Catman was
body.
dead in the nest. In the nest.
Yeah.
Did
A
she-
giant
did she try to
raven was
feed you
feeding
Catman?
Catman to
No, we did not eat any Catman.
He was
And-
going to though.
I
Dang
would've-
it!
He
I
would've.
wanted to be not the only
Not the
one.
only cannibal. Yep.
I would have. I was about to, and then Aeliana kicked me out of the nest.
Would you have been a cannibal technically if you were a
told me
bird
it
while you
was
were eating a human, though?
What was that, Danny?
Is that technically cannibalism if you were another species while you were eating a
Hey, there you go. It's a loophole.
person? I'm not condoning
It's
it. I'm
more
just
so of a
asking.
philosophical question.
This is more of a thought experiment.
Oh my gosh.
I would say no.
Polymorph people if we're gonna discuss.
Well, anyway,
It's
thank
like
you
how
so much,
technically-
Rowina. It was beautiful
Yes,
and
thank you,
lovely
Rowina.
to fly. Thank you
Also,
so much.
Technically, you can give part of your own flesh to someone else and it's vegan meat because it's given with consent.
Oh god.
I
Is this
can.
what the House of Balance taught you?
No, that's just weird. Again, this is just like thought experiments that I've.
Okay.
What
I can
Wikipedia
also
page
cast.
are you on?
If any of you are wondering, I can also cast polymorph on you. Will only turn into a werewolf, and it'll be painful. But I can do
Oh,
it.
Do you have to bite them to do
I
it?
think
You
that's
can
it.
polymorph someone into a werewolf, so not a
Oh,
wolf,
sad,
but
sad.
like you're polymorphing
Does
them
it
into
only
a
last an
werewolf.
hour?
I'm just saying I could bite you
Oh.
and infect you with lycanthropy.
It turns into.
Oh,
like
okay,
a-
that's
a
very
little different.
If I,
A little different.
hey,
That's very different.
hey, Xander.
Yeah.
If you and I are 40 and we don't have any other prospects, I will let you bite me.
Fuck yeah! All right, cool.
It's like a good deal.
I do
I
get
got
to
a
live
long time
longer
to go.
because I have lycanthropy. People don't know that.
How old are you again?
I'm 30.
Okay, so wait till I'm 40.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
But I'll be able to live, like, close to 200 years as a werewolf.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
You
Wow.
trying to sweeten the deal? Is that what's going on here?
You have to be a werewolf the whole time.
It's a little bit lonely.
Like, do you have to?
No, I
you
just
know,
have to
or you
have, like,
shift and then never
lycanthropy.
shift back.
And then you have to learn
Oh,
how to
okay.
master it.
If anybody wants to
Have
try
you-
lycanthropy, I can heal it. I can cure it if anybody wants to just have it for a little bit.
Hey, that
I wouldn't
could be-
recommend it. Having had it myself, no offense, Xander, it was terrible.
Yeah, no. I did have a good time.
You said
Admission is very
200.
painful.
Yeah.
Got a lot to think about.
Yeah.
Well, sorry you saw a dead cat man in a nest. That's a
Yeah,
bummer.
Sorry about that.
Good thing we have 5 more days of travel.
Yeah, good news is we're getting closer to the mountain. We're almost there.
Mountain.
Oh, and the dragon's out.
I don't think we didn't see him there.
We didn't see him.
I guess he's got to hunt
Yeah.
eventually.
We're getting pretty close to his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
All right.
sense.
Well, good night.
I did
Sure,
have one other
okay.
thing.
Yes, no, please.
That I would've done,
I wanted to check back in if anybody else had things.
During the time, I think that,
During.
especially because Aeliana wasn't there when William was killed and brought back
Yes.
to the mortal plane, so I think that she is taking that very personally and
course.
feels really guilty about it.
Of course.
So,
And I think that, like, even though you probably wouldn't have found out through Oliver, knowing Aeliana, she would have asked one of the party members and eventually found out that even though it had nothing to do with Aeliana, it was the changeling that looked like her that
yeah,
did.
I think I got Xander to tell me.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I think
yeah.
Xander, I just wheedle Xander until he tells me the truth.
Yeah.
But I think that she uses because I'm guessing like blankets in the bedroll or something. But like she's gonna be, and I don't know if there's anything I can roll for this. So her assumption is that given that Moldrak is in Savonia, masked as the king, that she's now fixated on the fact that the prisoners must also be somewhere in Savonia. So
Yeah.
she's going to be trying to pick through her memories of when she lived there during school and when she lived there for the 6 months during the break and any possible known underground location. She's going to be like basically painting a map of the city and like marking top tier places that they need to check once they get back. Like trying to piece this together, trying to think about any possible clues or locations
Yeah.
to at least get a short list so they've got something to work off of when they get back.
Yeah.
Because I think that it's now become really even more important to her that they get William out alive because she feels like it's her fault.
Roll a history check at advantage.
I was gonna say if you allowed it and made it known, Danny would have wanted to help because he would.
Oh,
obviously,
yeah, okay,
being
yeah,
a
yeah,
local.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Okay, 16 plus 3, 19? Not great,
19,
it's not
okay.
great.
It's pretty good.
And that's at advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a 2 of the other one, so it's not very good.
Well, first of
It's
all,
not-
there's definitely a
Nice.
bunch of underground stuff under the castle.
But
You
we
know,
saw it.
There's stuff there because you saw that. It didn't look like
That's
that,
on my list.
but you didn't explore
Yeah.
everything, so that's a little bit obvious.
Yep.
Pretty much any of the main buildings. So like the library, Danny, you know that the theater has space underneath it that's been used for storage before. You also know that, especially since it's right on the border, and in the war, and you know it's been meant for built for sieges and stuff like that. That even like some more noble or higher wealth, like residential areas, like the houses and stuff, have underground spaces.
Some
under
kind
them.
of basement, yeah.
And
Cool.
yeah, that's what I'll give you.
That's what she's working on. So I don't think she's hiding it per se, but
Yeah.
keeping it private. Like doesn't want anyone to tell her that it's not her fault and
For
she shouldn't be
sure.
working on it because she's not getting
Yeah,
free. So
yeah. And I would also
Yeah.
say with a 19, what I'll give you is that like you definitely are pretty confident just with your smarts and with knowing how Muldrak and Henry both work, that it's probably not random. It's probably not some random spot. It's probably a spot that is like a statement of some kind, or highly secretive or highly important in some way. It's not just going to be some random spot.
Yep.
I know that that's a little vague, but I think you understand what I'm saying.
Nope, I like it. Yep. Thank you.
Anybody else? Anything specific over this little week's time frame? I will say Xander is pretty chill, but definitely well, first of all, also struggling similar to what Aeliana was struggling with, of just letting himself be captured and not being able to fight back. He also he hadn't really gotten into his wolf form much in the Feywild, and he does that a lot over the next couple of days. And
Emory's taking notes about what's cool about it.
It's all pretty cool.
Do I want this?
He seems faster, stronger.
Harder, better, faster.
And but also definitely a little down if you ever see him emotionally, down by himself. Probably for obvious reasons. But we go ahead and jump forward in time a bit. You get closer and closer, and after about another week's worth of travel, you feel like you arrive at the base of the mountain a couple of days before you arrive at the base of the mountain, because it's such a big mountain that it overshadows the remaining 2 days of your journey. You're in the shade of this mountain for 2 days before you even get to the base of this mountain. It's so huge. It's so tall. And also, as you get to the base of the mountain, you do definitely it is still a wonderful, beautiful, colorful place. But the Feywild does get a little darker, and it gets a little bit more angular and grainy and creepy, and the weirdness isn't just, it's never only been cute, but it's now definitely a lot less cute and a lot more just weird. And also the lands get relatively marshy as you get to, and swampy as you get to the base of the mountain. You eventually come across, probably within the last day and a half of your journey, a road that leads to the base of the mountain that you are able to get on, and it makes travel a little bit easier. And on this last day of travel, it's later in the afternoon, and you come to a fork in the road. And there's a simple wooden street post, and to the left is marked Hag's Hollow, and to the right is marked Genasia.
You know what Hag's Hollow is? I don't
Yes.
think we know anything about Genasia, right? Anybody?
We
Not
did hear
heard.
that there was a
Genie.
so the base is in Hag's Hollow, but isn't Hag's Hollow a Genasi town? Or near the Genasi town?
So-
No, I think it must be near it.
Okay. All right. And the
Genasi
genie is in
town
Genasia?
opposite.
No, the genie's being held
genie's
captive
with the
by
dragon.
Yeah.
I don't think we've really heard anything about
No.
this.
You've not really heard about
No.
Genasia.
We know
But
that
let's
the
go. Let's do it.
Hag's Hollow seems like there's going to be not some friendly beings there, so...
we do know that the traveling wagon. Oh well, Brian's people, his
At
group are
Hag's
at Hag's Hollow.
Brian.
So which one do we
Brian's
Hi,
still
know?
Brian.
Okay, yes, yes.
Oh.
And the other guy's with us too. The guy
Brian.
that can't
What?
die. The guy that can't die. I can't remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he
yeah,
would
the
have been with
headless
us.
guy.
He's still with us.
I forgot about him.
He's-
Yeah.
He's coming with
Yes.
us. Okay. You're coming with us.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I forget his name as
Heek.
well.
Heek.
Heek.
Yes, Heek.
Cursed
The
by
headless
Kynan to
man, the
not
headless
die.
Cavaxian man.
From 823 of the Dawn Age.
Yes, of course.
He Kynan, right, or something.
Oh wait, no, he was
cursed by
from Kavaxian.
Kynan to
He
not
speaks
die.
with-
Yeah, he's from-
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, I am with you, and I will not die.
Good.
Hex Hollow
Don't start
versus
now.
Genasi
I can
Town.
take Brian to Hags Hollow if you want me to do that. If you want to go to Genasi,
It'd be convenient.
and in that way,
Gonna
God
meet you
doesn't
there?
have to talk like this anymore.
No,
You don't love. What do you mean?
he can't die, so sure.
You don't want to do that all session?
I feel like if we have Brian, that's a good bargaining chip with the caravan. If they're
Diamonds.
pissed, then we can like bring him back as we found him, you know.
Okay.
And if we come
Brian
back,
can vouch.
Somehow.
Brian can vouch for us.
Brian can't.
Brian will not vouch for us. He will lie, actually.
See.
Mm-hmm. He takes the worst thing you say and then says it in front of other people.
You did say you want to murder him and take his armor.
You did say
I
that
mean, I
about
just-
me.
I mean, I didn't know who you were. I'm just trying to think of ideas. It wasn't real. Anyways,
I think we stick together, but again, if whatever people want.
maybe
So-
Heek can go and survey the lay of the land for us while we check this out, and then we meet back here.
Do we have a pair of sending stones
Not
that we could send with? We only have
not
the
together.
other sides of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm just trying to help Zach not have to say.
Well, listen, I
speak
know
in
that we
minutes.
want to go to Genasi because we want to
Mm-hmm.
check that out, and that's cool.
We don't have to do that.
Do we need?
I want to.
Could we do it? Try to do it after, maybe. Just
I'm not trying to.
I don't know. Maybe they'd help us, or have
True. That could be.
a
And I
market
guess
or
time
better weapons.
isn't necessarily of the essence. I guess,
Not really.
but it is a little bit, but not really.
I think our own internal sense of time takes precedence much more than actual time.
Mm-hmm.
Our perception.
All right, I'm just gonna be a follower on this one.
Well, you, Danny, I mean, I don't know. If I saw a half Elvia, I would want to go check it out.
Yikes.
I haven't really seen a lot of that.
I mean, no, I totally want to, but it's a matter of, do we have? I just don't want to like sideline us for something that only like, is about me. That feels.
I mean, I think we've sidelined our journey multiple times for things that are just about one of us. So, I think
I
it
would
can be your turn.
personally releasing all hold I have. I know I've been a little rough about it. I know I've been pushing us a little bit, but I kind of personally would love to see an entire village of Genasi.
All right. I mean, if everyone wants to, then hell
maybe
yeah.
Especially
they
if there's
have
gonna be a cloud
warriors
dog.
that could help us, or
Magic item.
maybe
Magic
we
item.
just try to
Cloud
make it
dog.
fast. We just try to be quick.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be. I'm really happy, obviously, that you guys want to go, but I'm so happy to finally not just be the only person that doesn't speak Elvish.
yeah.
Do you want me to teach you Elvish?
Maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we could travel
well-
quite a lot.
I don't speak Elvish if that makes you feel better.
I'll
It
say
does actually.
Now
for-
that we
for
can
bathroom
fly and we could learn
Elvish.
Elvish together.
Bathroom. There you go.
I do feel like I'm at the age where it's like you've stopped being able to learn it super easily. It's better,
Yeah,
when you
it's
learn
gonna
when
be
you're
tough.
younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, learning
You
languages
could
when
do
you're
it.
younger is easier.
My school didn't teach Elvish. I didn't take
We're
Elvish classes at
talking,
school.
we're walking, we're
Yeah.
talking.
My school
Still
would
need to
teach
learn
Elvish.
Abyssal, so I'm gonna have to learn a language sometime
Oh,
soon.
rough. That's a rough
Top
one.
of my list, actually.
I
I
think
need
I
to
might.
find a book.
I know Infernal, not Abyssal.
I
Um,
really need to find a
Undercommon.
book.
So it's been a number of days. So we're gonna go ahead and say that the sun is in like a sunset position right now.
Yes.
But as you get closer to the village of Genasia, Emory, will you please roll a d4 for me? because it's gonna switch to nighttime as you get there.
3.
But will it switch to up? And that means, and I forget every time, that it changes, I think.
Yes.
Evens it stays, odds it changes.
Yes. So, it becomes nighttime as you approach the village of Genasia. And
Shades off.
you do travel for like probably 2.5, 3 hours down that part of the road. So you travel for about an hour's worth of nighttime. But you do see in the distance as you begin to approach a village nestled up against the base of this mountain. As a matter of fact, it seems to kind of like it looks like a wave of a village almost. It starts about 150 feet up the mountain itself, and then cascades down the mountain, crosses the road. The road goes through the main part of the city, and then goes into the marsh and into the wooded area. As you approach, you see a lot. It seems to be lit by a lot of stringed lights and paper lanterns. This village of all different kinds of colors. However, you do see what appears to be kind of like. It seems that every color exists in every quadrant, but you do kind of see like 4 quadrants of color. Up at the very top mountainous part of the village, you see a lot of blues and grays and whites. And then as you get further down, you see some reds and oranges. And then you see some, like in the main part of the village, like where the road is, you see a lot of greens and browns. And then as it gets further into the marsh, you see a lot more dark grays and dark browns and colors like that. But like I said, you see every color in every quadrant, but there is like a majority. And each quadrant also has a slightly different aesthetic. Like the air quadrant up on top of the mountain, there's a lot more like flowing bits of fabric and ribbons, and there's a lot of wind chimes up there. As it gets further down, you see a lot more like classic like Chinese paper lantern style lanterns in the red district. And you also see a lot of like what looks to be kind of like from a distance like nightlife in the red quadrant. And then as you get into the green, you see like houses really like showcasing that they're built from the land, like from wood, and a lot of the like hatching is from like actual or thatching on the roofs is from like actual greens and plant life. And then as you get to the marsh and the wooded area, things are a bit more angular and a bit more symmetrical. But it all still vibes together in a way. And you do see that the town, from as far as where you are, you can roughly say that about probably 2,000 people-ish live here, so it's pretty small. But, you know, it's not a hamlet by any means. And it does seem to be a bit, it seems to be thriving in the early night. It doesn't seem to be quiet, really. You can hear people talking and see people moving about. And you feel kind of lucky that you actually came across it at night, because it does have like a very, it has a very beautiful aesthetic as you approach the town. And so that is what you see as you all approach the town and enter Genasia. What do you do? Is there something in particular that you're looking for? Are you just kind of taking everything in?
I'm so happy we came here.
Is there anything that smells delicious that would like, pull me
Very
towards
good.
it?
Lord knows. Yeah, we've been eating rations for a while.
Yeah. I want some
good
food.
question. Yeah, you definitely get the most tantalizing smells from further up the village in the more red district. As you make your way through the main thoroughfare, you see that the vast majority of the population of this town are Genasi. There are other races, though. You do see other species of people here. But it is vast majority Genasi. You see Genasi of the Earth variety that they really they vary from elves that have kind of a foresty vibe to them to people who look almost like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, they really range in the way that they look. Most of them, their like hair and facial hair is kind of like moss and small greens, the way that they look. Some of them are like more just coarse facial hair with like a deep green color, but even that kind of like looks mossy. So that's what you see there. People, all of you are pretty much like, you definitely are all kind of getting some looks of like, oh, there's some new people here that we probably haven't seen. Danny, you fit right in. You're not getting any extra looks.
Hello.
Yeah, like lots of people in
You get to see
Primordial.
them.
Yeah, lots of people in Primordial just be like, hey, what's up? Hi. How you doing?
Primordial is just German.
Yeah. Yeah.
love that
As you head further up, you start to get these like tantalizing spiced meat smells and baked bread smells from the Red District, where you see people with definitely more so darker skin tones, some like dark charcoal black, some like deep auburn brown and red, but definitely somewhat darker skin tones, but also like fiery red and like white hot, you know. But their hair, much like Danny's, is kind of like, he does have hair, but it's almost amorphous in a way and kind of cloudy. Theirs is very similar, but in a flame way. And so it is hair that you can grab and touch, and it doesn't burn you, but it does almost move like a fire. It's very...
I'll not be grabbing or touching anyone's hair without consent.
Hey, there you go. Their clothing is much more like the green people. It's the Earth Genasi and the Water Genasi together, because they're kind of like, they have more so like what you would consider like common clothes, or, you know, like shirts, pants, stuff like that. Whereas the Fire Genasi, like, it's very robe-like, or like kind of like firebenders almost, like very like Asian-inspired, I would say, garb, and kind of like amorphous, and, you know, not really like pinging any countries to it or anything like that, but definitely that vibe. And you see that there's like a full street market in this quadrant of just food. And it's like there's, you know, seasoned sausages, there's like what, you know, would be considered like, I don't know, like gyros and you know, pitas and stuff like that, like that kind of vibe. Yeah, there's like a stand where they have just these like pieces of bread with like a hummus type concoction that you can kind of buy, but definitely like you have found like the food market in Genasi for sure.
Dinner's on me. I got that 1,000 gold that I won, so I'm not to everybody.
Drooling. I want 5 of these meat sticks. I want 3 pitas. I want a couple of those, like, look at that, like, giant vegetable trough. Give me.
Yeah. Like classic, like stews and shit like that. Like, it's just, everybody's just...
Is there like a table that we can sit at?
Yeah, it seems to be that this is like
this
is like a food court kind of place. It's like a food market in the middle of the fire quadrant.
I get those
This
mushrooms
is
like at the
my
Renaissance fair.
Angie. My dream.
Yeah.
This is my dream.
But Danny, you just can't help, as much as you love the smells and the sights of everything that you're seeing, you can't help but just hear those wind chimes further up the village.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Definitely want to do a lot of shopping here.
Yeah, I feel like
Anybody want any of this?
we could stay here a long time.
This place is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking-
See, Feywild is nice.
Yeah. Feywild is beautiful.
What we have to do is get Emory some good food.
Are we gonna get you out of here, Danny?
I love it here.
Yeah, I mean, yes, of course.
I was just
But
joking, yeah, it's an
I mean,
It's just design inspiration for your room at the group house.
well, I was gonna say, wouldn't exactly mind getting like a retirement property here.
Yeah.
That would be
Nice.
cool.
Our line of
Very
B&Bs, we can open one per year.
Wait a minute,
B&B.
A wild B&B.
Shut up.
Oliver. How many spots
So-
do you have left on the device?
0, I already looked.
Damn it.
And we already have one in the Feywild. I don't know where it goes.
Can you
to.
replace
Oh,
it
that's
with?
right. Oh,
one
yeah,
that
we
you
could
do
replace
know
it.
about?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you could replace him. You can replace him. Yeah.
So you could replace the Feywild one with one right
This
here.
Feywild
If they're willing, we should probably
That'd be
ask them.
sick.
Right. Middle of the food court?
No! No! Nearby!
You wanna
That's
pop over?
It has to
ridiculous.
benefit all of us, not
I
just
go to
Emory.
the nearest cart and I say, "Hey, would you mind if there was a transportation?"
No,
system
Emory.
or a tra-
No.
No. Maybe we should like defeat the witch first.
It depends on where it was.
It would be right here, right next to you, and we could send people to you.
But like, what if people are standing there?
I don't know, to be honest.
How often does it happen exactly right there?
That people are standing there?
Yeah.
Well, you're standing there right now.
Could I have one of those cakes
Yeah, here you go.
that are in the powder? Yes.
I would say
I don't
with
think
as
they're
much
into it.
dinner is bought and as much tipping as you do, probably 20 gold.
I'll give some of mine gold because I'll go
Emory,
back to my.
your gold is no good here.
Oh.
That's
The
a
thing
lie.
that's funny is that I could see Eric's face on even me saying 20 gold. Was
Yeah,
a bit
you were
too
just-
I mean, that dips me below 1,000.
I have.
I just want 1,000 gold on a long shot.
I have 46 gold.
He won 1,000 gold on a race where
also
people
have
were
46.
carrying a unicorn around.
Okay, I'll let him have it. Thank you,
Uh,
thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, well, we should go.
That's so.
I definitely want to do some clothes shopping.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You want to go to the air quadrant?
Be sick. It'd be awesome.
See what there is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Following your lead, Danny. Wherever you want to go check
Wherever you
out.
wanna
I'm
go.
gonna yeah.
Air quadrant. I want to go follow those.
Let's go!
That's where Zach looks like he's like, don't you want to go there?
She'll
Follow
like
those
take
wind
your arm.
chimes.
Don't
Aeliana
you-
will take your arm.
Are we about to
and
meet
just, like,
Alexander?
that way.
No.
So as you travel further up the village, it is definitely whereas the fire quadrant gives you more of a nightlife vibe, this definitely gives you more of like a peaceful village vibe. Definitely people still walking around, definitely still some shops available. It seems that the air quadrant / water, there's also water here too. It seems that a lot of what they sell are like material goods, so like things that are like made and like artistic things. And every single house pretty much or building has at least one pair of chimes, if not more. And as you're walking throughout the village, it is just a constant symphony of harmonizing chimes that don't seem to be dissonant. They don't seem to contrast with one another. They seem to only complement one another. And it's the score of the wind, you know, and it's the score of the breeze, and it's a beautiful sensation. And Danny, as you're walking through here, you know, you're on a mountain, and you're walking through, and you're seeing all these chimes, and you're seeing symbols of Arn, and you feel the sensation of what it feels like when the air pressure changes right before it rains, and that lightness that kind of comes with that. And you hear in the back of your mind, a distant roar of thunder, and you feel a slight breeze brush past your face, and you feel a warmth that you haven't felt in a while, and it's distant, but it's there, and it's reaching towards you, and it's trying to connect with you. And it seems as if it's closer than it's ever been able to connect with you in a long time, but that there is still something holding it back. And that's emotional in its own way. But that's and unless you're looking for something a little bit more specific, that's the vibe, and that's what you get when you're walking through here.
I know that I think being just in this environment and this entire experience of the Feywild, just like internally, he's like started wearing like all black whenever he left the group a while ago and started being on his own. I think he just wants to switch it. He's just want to get. Where else? When else are we going to get an experience to buy clothes in another?
Absolutely.
Plane of existence.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. I've been wearing the same old shit for a long time.
Shopping 80 shopping montage.
Yeah.
Shopping
makeover.
Okay, so yeah, let's say like if there's anything
To make Danny happy, I'll do it.
if there's any, you know, I know that you might want to do some actual like magic item shopping, and we can talk about that later. But let's say that if there is any like material or knick-knack or outfit shopping that you would like to do, let's kind of like talk about that. Danny, we'll probably start with you. What do you think Danny is looking for? I'll let you kind of take the reins here.
I think first he would also want to get stuff for his family. I think he would probably get like some like maybe reading glasses for his mom. Some kind of like a ring or earrings for Ellie. Yeah, and then like a watch, maybe like a watch or something for his dad, or some kind of like gardening thing. He would want to get like souvenirs for his family. 100%.
Yeah, I would say like you're able to get some reading glasses for your mom that like they are a just for fun, they're like a pair of frames that are like really nice frames, and then when she like wants the like lenses to be there, they're made by a water genasi, and like water like fills up the frame and kind of like shapes itself to like the lens, which also means they're like kind of transition lenses, and they can like the water can like darken and be like sunglasses and stuff like that.
That's great.
Wow.
And for a woman of her age, that's like what else could you want?
The earrings for Ellie, I think, are classic. Like they're made by a air genasi, and they're literally just kind of like clouds that are like they're called they're called mood rings, and they're clouds that like are affected by like the person's demeanor, and so like if they're in a bad mood, it's like a storm cloud and like raining.
She's always gonna have storm clouds.
And then for your dad, you get an Earth Genasi watch that is like it's the most impressive woodwork you've ever seen, Oliver. You don't like woodwork, but it is an entire like the entire machinations of this watch are wooden instead of like metal.
That's cool, man. Look at it.
It's well made though, as the son of a watchmaker.
I mean, could any watch be as good as fine, sleek metal? Probably not. But it's as good as a wooden watch could be.
Wood. Yeah,
it's as good as a wooden watch could be.
And it's very impressive for a wood watch.
You know what? I think that's the highest compliment I'm going to get out of you, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's
not
beautiful.
mad at it.
And
I'm not mad at it.
So you got some gifts for the fam.
Love that.
And then, oh man, I'm literally just thinking about this on the spot, so I don't have anything super specific. Well, I'll have like a more definitive answer probably next week.
Okay, yeah.
After he
But I
does it.
think visually, Danny is going. He's been wearing very simple, black, like a sleeveless thing since he came back, and I think visually the color I think is going to get a little bit lighter. I think it's more of like a storm gray looking thing, probably like. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of answers right now. I'll think about it, but I think it's just a bit lighter of a.
He lightens it
a
up.
bit lighter of a look. Yeah.
I love it.
You look great, Danny. Whatever it looks like, you look great.
Oh,
I think that Xander is also going to change his outfit. He's yet to change his outfit ever, and I think that he gets one of those like kind of like flowy pants, and then a like vest tunic, so bare arms, and a kind of like I don't know. I'm not gonna try to like say what the cultural term could be, but like it's because it's not a skirt. I'm sure it's not a skirt, but like a flowing piece of fabric on his waist that kind of like flows with the pants that can also be like brought up as a cloak if need be, and just kind of has like a little bit more of a flowy blue look to him. And admits that he's fully copying you, and says that he's just looking for a different aesthetic, and that your aesthetic is pretty cool.
Aw.
And so he's trying to match your.
that's really sweet.
Yeah, I got to learn eventually. I'm gonna learn from the.
I think your style's your own. I think your style's your own style. It doesn't have to be anything that's influenced by.
Well, my
Listen,
style-
no one is going to be able to realize yourself best other than you. You know what I mean? You can
Yeah,
pick from
cool.
other
I just
people.
think you look cool.
Oh,
I'm trying
thanks.
to look like you.
I think you look cool. I think everyone looks. Well, I think you look cool. I think Oliver could look cooler.
What was
Yeah.
that?
I said that I think you could look cooler. I think you could.
You just wear a white T-shirt.
Aeliana made this. It's my favorite shirt I've ever
It's a
made.
beautiful. No. I more mean like you have a really. Aeliana has helped you so much in your casual attire. I think we can really marry the aesthetic.
Do you remember what you
of
wore for the
casual
ball?
wear.
Do you
I'm
remember
not
that?
mad that you're insulting me and my style. I'm more mad that you're insulting something that Aeliana made.
I'm not
We're
insulting.
not insulting it.
If you would let me finish, what I'm saying is I think you can take the beauty that Aeliana has given you and really continue that forward into your combat wear, because it's just very like utilitarian.
You mean
I
the
think
armor that
we
my
could-
dad gave
I'm
me?
more so saying wear something other than one fucking shirt.
It's
like,
an
have
ama-
two
it's an
shirts.
amazing shirt.
Have two of them now.
I had 2 shirts. I let you borrow one. You never gave it back.
We can get you more then.
Oliver, you just won 1,000 gold pieces. Buy 3 fucking shirts before we leave this place.
I had this conversation with Eric earlier this week.
Eric,
yeah,
buy shirts.
buy more fucking shirts. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said that. No, yeah, I could update. I could update my look.
How about you let Danny and I both pick out an outfit for... Never mind.
Why not?
I gave up.
I'm not giving up. I'll do it.
You gave up halfway through
Yeah,
that,
I'll do it.
and Oliver was into it.
Yeah, but I just won't pick anything good.
Okay, I mean maybe. Okay,
I will.
If you and Aeliana pick one, and then
Danny will.
Yeah,
Danny will pick one.
Okay.
I'll work with Aeliana.
Thank you. Yeah, that's fine.
And by
Trust
that,
me,
I'll support what Aeliana does.
Yeah, I'll wear whatever.
Aeliana,
What?
we have to pick out an outfit for Oliver, but your
Have you
shirt's
seen
fine!
Emory?
I do go up late. Like, I hate your shirt.
Does he not like it?
No, we love your shirt. It's
I
just the
love your
only
shirt. We're
he
just
wears.
saying that he can own more than that.
I feel that I've walked into something. a bit late.
It's my
He
favorite.
was
Shirt.
accusing us of really being offensive towards you and your shirt.
And I'm offended that he interpreted that. I think I
Okay,
made it
I
very
was
clear
just
that I love
looking for
everything
Emory
Aeliana does.
Because Emory has the painting that's going to tell me what I bought for myself, because I can't decide. So, Emory, do you have that painting that tells us what the future is?
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Have you looked
am
at
I
it,
wearing?
Emory?
What
Am I
is
wearing
it?
it?
You holding it up doesn't tell us exactly.
Emory,
I'm
wearing
not
it
gonna
any
tell you
different?
what you're wearing.
you look at the
I want
painting,
someone else to tell
and
me.
you see
I'm like holding it like this though because I have food all over my hands.
you see the party in the middle of this crystal dance floor
Sick.
What?
that is lit with like glowing mushrooms and glowing flowers and like a bunch of glowing flora that has been like grown into a dark wooden dome that covers the dance floor. And you see a bar in the background that looks like it has an ogre at the as the bartender. And you see all of you dancing on this dance floor. And you see a sign above the bar that says Hag's Hollow.
Oh,
Oh no,
Hell yeah.
that was a possible future of today if we went to Hag's Hollow. I
We can
think.
still make it.
oh, so am I just wearing the same clothes then? That doesn't help. Oh, she turns around and goes away. Shit. Thanks, Emory.
Lens, how you feeling?
You guys gonna do any shopping?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. I feel like Rowina would just look for a couple new, she wears pretty much all black except her green cloak. So she would just look for some more like little sparklies because she wears like lots of rings and has some like little rings
Nice.
throughout her
Some
hair and
charms.
stuff. So
Yeah.
some little charms.
The thing. Oh, sorry. I should do this just so that you. I mean, you have so much gold, but just so you can keep track of it a little bit. Danny, you probably spent on your new outfit and those items 10 gold total.
Okay.
We know what you want to come out of the party.
Rowina, on the knickknacks and everything, especially since there was like a bunch of jewels, you probably spent 15 gold. And then Emory, what are you getting?
Is there a bookshop or some sort of like
Yeah.
even if it isn't books, just like some sort of like
Not like it's not the most well supplied bookshop you've seen, but yeah, there's a bookshop.
I would go to there.
I would go to there.
And what would I see in there?
First, I'll just say, Emily, that I'll pay for 5 gold on my own, so only 5 would come out of the party fund.
Got it.
It's mainly books on like the history of Genasi, and like important notable people in the Genasi time, and that's like if there's any nonfiction, it's pretty much solely focused on Genasi, and then the rest of it is just like a bunch of fiction books.
Hell yeah.
Just like all kinds, like truly like whatever type of fiction book you think you would want to find, as far as like genre, I mean, not like specific scenario, but as far as genre, there's probably a genre of that book here. So you tell me the genre and I'll tell you what the book is.
I think that I would want 2 like adventuring novels.
Okay.
Like of adventures and like in our world the similar of like outlaws or
okay,
like,
yeah,
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
2 of those I would look for, and then I don't know if there's like a little romance section.
Okay.
But like
yeah.
maybe like a nonfiction romance section of like how to romance someone,
okay.
how to get your groove back or something. I don't know, maybe.
Oh my
Okay.
god, dating advice.
All right, so yeah, these are the books that you find. So one of the adventure books you find is called Fire and Ice, and it's about it is about 2
Oh, I've heard about this one.
crime partners, 2 Genasi outlaw type people.
Yes.
One fire Genasi, one water Genasi, who are like, it's a very like Bonnie and Clyde. They are like forced to be together out of circumstance, and then like
But
there's
then
a
they-
lot of bickering, but then
Yeah.
they slowly.
The
Forced
enemies to
proximity.
lovers.
Exactly.
Enemies to lovers via,
Yeah.
you know, and that's for Angie, isn't it, Zach?
And that is for
Yeah.
Angie, and that's Fire and Ice.
And that's on Angie.
And then you find another one that is called I don't know what's a good name for it. I know what the story is gonna be, but what's a good name for it? It's gonna be called hold on.
Okay.
I'm
I'm just skimming through the Fire and Ice, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Ratava.
Definitely.
The story
Ratava?
of Ratava.
Ratava.
And Ratava is
Ratava.
this Ratava.
Okay.
And it is the story of this small child, Air Genasi, who slowly through adventures with his friends learns the ability of the other 3 Genasi elements and fights
Oh yeah,
my
definitely
God.
want this one.
and fights an evil sect of fire Genasi that
Oh
are
my
trying to
God.
take out the other Genasi.
It's never been done.
Got it. I got
Incredible.
it.
The
Awesome.
story of Ratava.
Okay.
And
oh, I
It's
forgot.
never been
Avatar
adapted.
backwards.
Unfortunately, it's never been adapted well.
I said, yeah.
it's Avatar backwards.
I heard the show's pretty good.
And then you find a book called Some Like It Hot, and it's a self-help date book by a fire Genasi
Oh,
Beautiful.
that is
My
giving you tips on how
God.
to make yourself more hot and more spicy and more. And anybody who isn't Emory would probably see that this isn't a good book to take advice from, but I think Emory sees this book and is like, it's basically teaching you how to be like a pickup line artist. And I think that that's
Yeah.
the book that you find.
Yeah.
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 He's reading like the art
I
of
would
the
like
deal.
to think.
Yeah.
I would like to
Oh my
think.
God.
I would like to think Emory is intrigued
Give
by
me the
it
art of
because
the
it's
deal.
like, oh yeah, he wants to be hot, or he wants like to be like
confident.
back in
We're
the
just
game
reading
and confident.
Cosmo tips.
But then
Yes.
can we say that like Rowina came in as I was looking and I just like shoved it in my bag and
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
get any farther with it. It was very superficial,
Yes,
and then I
I
pull
think
it
so.
out
That's-
after I buy it,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at it and I'm like, I will try it, I guess.
This is how Emory gets-
One of the first things it tells you to try to do is just to go up to the person you're interested in and say, your place or mine.
Oh no.
Great
Okay.
opening line.
Okay.
Emory's gonna fall victim to the male loneliness epidemic.
I'm just an incel. So
Yeah, Emory just becomes like
Oh,
red
no.
pills.
Their fault.
So yeah, those are the books that you find, and I would say those cost you a total of 5 gold.
I wouldn't use the party fund. I would just use my own.
Okay, cool. Anybody else doing some shopping?
I would like to, nothing specific, but just like scraps and little things that I can use to make things in the future. I don't know what they would be.
Yeah, you probably find some like
Some stuff unique to the Feywild.
yeah, some stuff unique to the Feywild. You know, maybe some metal like just because of your
Powers
like
to color things. Yeah.
yeah, like just and because of your like ability to like know the craft, you like talk to some like artisans who have like extra scrap that you're willing
Yeah,
to just kind of like buy in
exactly,
bulk,
yeah.
you know, stuff like that to like make I love that. I would say you can spend a total of 5 gold on whatever you're wanting to find, especially since it's just scrap. Aeliana, are you doing any specific shopping other than
I think
an
she
outfit
takes the
for Oliver?
longest in the store, simply because she's extremely overwhelmed by all the options. I think
Yeah.
that she's used to like making her own stuff,
For
like
sure, yeah.
a little bit more homespun these days, like heavier fabrics, better for travel. But I think like the girly princess comes out a little bit. It's just like, wow, these are nice. Like so, I just like long kind of maybe mid calf, so she can have some movement, and then she'll like jerry rig something so it can be like tucked
Yeah.
up if it needs to be. But I think that she'll get like like kind of a floral dress from
Yeah.
like the earth.
Well, and I was just about to say-
flowery, little puff, little sleeves, like a little lighter than she's used to wearing recently.
Yeah.
And
Well, I was just about to say they
money's
definitely,
no
like-
object. Get whatever you want.
Well, and I was just about to say they definitely do have, like, obviously they have outfits that are like monotone or like dual tone or, you know, stuff like that. But they also have outfits and fabrics that are like of all the colors and like in like floral patterns and stuff like that.
Like really
And-
colorful
yeah.
floral, I think she picks. It's like a white background, but there's a lot of like colorful florals, and it's just like a little lighter, a little frillier.
Love it.
Colors that aren't in our plane.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. And then for Oliver, I think she's gonna pick out something like green, maybe like like this like sage green, almost like a lighter green.
Kind of like you've seen The Knight's Tale,
Tunic?
right?
Yes.
Like his dance outfit that is made out of those curtains, like kind
Yes.
of like
Wait.
similar
That's
to that.
yeah. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good. Absolutely vibes.
Yeah, Google that to remind yourself of.
I just did,
I'm-
and I'm in. It's perfect.
That's so good.
I love it.
I feel like that's definitely Oliver's vibe, that outfit. Okay, awesome.
Awesome.
I don't
Yeah,
know how
that's
much
great.
money Xander has, so we just take 5 gold out of the party fund for Xander.
Party fun.
Party
Party fund!
fun.
Damn it! Damn it!
Zach, we love you.
Yeah.
Fun fact about A Knight's Tale: I named my first D&D character after Heath Ledger's character.
Aw,
Oh, really?
it's a great movie.
Actually, never seen it.
Amazing movie.
Oh
it's
my
so
gosh,
good.
you would
My
love it.
favorite.
It's just nice. It's just delightful.
So I've heard great things.
Ulrich von Lichtenstein.
I would listen to that final speech that he gives, the Sir William Thatcher speech, before football games. To pump me up. I was such a little theater kid trying to be a sports kid.
You weren't meant for.
Oh my
Can you
God,
imagine
that's the sweetest
Paul
thing I've
Bettany
ever-
knowing that I would just like listen to that speech before trying to like kick ass in football? I was just talking to my mom. We
God.
went swimming yesterday, and my mom was there, and we were just talking to her, and she reminded me about how horrible I was in football because I just wouldn't be aggressive enough, and I would knock people down and then help them up and ask if they were okay. Which is so mean.
And that's live on this stream.
Any other shopping other than magical items? Any other knickknack and or clothes shopping that you would like to do, Emory?
Would there be a place? I know that we're kind of in like Air Genasi quadrant.
Yeah, but you can. I mean, I'm assuming that this is branching out to the whole
Okay.
village. Yeah.
I think I would love to go to the wherever there would be any sort of potential like leather wear or like armor.
Ooh.
That would
like-
definitely be more in the Earth Genasi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and see if there's anything that, because right now I have always just had like my worn leather armor and like all of that. So if there's any sort of pieces that I could see that would be not breaking the bank of, I can't wear your, like you can't, I can't do metal. I can only do light and like, yeah. So,
I love it. Yeah, no, I think
unless
that's...
you can do leather stuff, and then I will. Yeah.
He could probably
Don't pay
stud
attention to
it
Eric.
for
He's
you.
not there.
He could probably make it studded leather.
No, just don't worry about me.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's any,
I
like,
would say we're far
+1
enough
or anything.
into this campaign that like so you have just been regular leather armor.
I've just been regular. Let me make sure in case, because you know, I'm me. Yeah, just light leather armor.
Okay, I'm
Standard.
gonna give you 2 options.
Okay.
There's either a pair of studded leather armor, which will give you a +1, that you can get for 40 gold. Or there is a magical pair of armor, a studded +1, that you can get for 300 gold.
I have.
We have almost 7,000 gold.
Please spend it.
Get the good
Please.
armor.
Please.
Well,
You
I
still
don't-
get a deal. Still like ask
I
for a
don't
deal.
necessarily
Yeah, ask for a
like.
deal, but get
That's
the
the
good
deal.
What's the?
Okay,
What's
get the good
the? Is there an aesthetic difference?
Oh yeah. But I'm not
What's
gonna.
the-
I'm not gonna tell you until you
No,
decide.
I can.
This is
see
what I
it,
will tell
though.
you: the studded leather +1 is way cooler.
The studded leather +1,
Get
which
it.
is the non-magical.
No, that's the magical one. Is way cooler. The
What
magical one, the more
is
expensive
the
one is way
magical
cooler.
that it's just +1.
It's studded leather, but it's +1. Yeah,
So what's the difference between that and the studded leather?
it's just studded leather. So
Mine
it's
is
just
one.
whatever. I'm saying it's the studded leather +1 is +1 whatever studded leather usually is.
So you get a +1 to your AC.
Oh,
in addition to.
So you're getting either a +1 or a +2 to what you currently have.
Get the +2. So-
Yeah.
Do it.
I think I would. I would be like going through it in my head of like, do I really need this? I just got this cloak. I don't want to be too cool, but we're about to fight
Oh my
everything.
God.
I
I'm
should
gonna
get.
fight everything.
I should get the. Yeah.
Do
Okay.
it.
If you want the enchanted version,
Rowina?
you can spend 450.
Rowena,
Yes.
could I borrow 260 gold, please?
260 gold. How much
Yeah.
does it cost?
Well, I have 40, but
But there's the enchanted
So you
version
need
for 450.
300.
There's the enchanted version for 450.
I don't know what that means.
You want it?
I don't.
All right.
I don't want to
I'm
do
gonna
anything else.
as soon as the salesperson
We have
says that there's the enchanted
7,000
version for 450, I'm gonna give them 450 gold. I will
Okay.
make
Yes.
What you now have is a pair of studded leather +1 armor, and it is also okay, so this is what it looks like. It is a dark, very dark brown, almost black leather armor
Oh my God.
that has a insignia on its chest that is it's not reminiscent of any like symbols, like known symbols in the real world, but it's like a circle and there is a flame symbol, there is a wave symbol, there is a leaf symbol, and there's the symbol of like a hard boulder. And as of right now, when you're just holding it, it's just completely inert. But then when you put it on, one of the symbols kind of lights up a little bit. In the like threading of it, it glows ever so slightly. And so it's going to start with the red fire symbol. And it glows ever so slightly in the like threading of the symbol. And then the threads like where like the threading that like holds it together, it all starts glowing ever so slightly red, where like the threads and the seams are. You can choose every dawn, basically, one of these four symbols to be enacted, and you gain resistance to that element. So right now it's resistance to fire damage. You can change it to resistance to cold damage, resistance to bludgeoning damage,
Oh my.
or resistance to poison damage is the green one.
That's dope.
And it's mainly that black, dark brown. The glowing part is like, it's not like you glow, right?
Yeah, yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like
It's just like-
ever so lightly,
it's
like
like
in the
a-
seams of it. Yeah,
like
yeah,
an
yeah.
iridescent.
Exactly,
Kind of.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sick. And that's you said that's a +1 leather.
It's
as
studded
well?
leather +1. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna add studded leather +1.
And your
then
AC
I can
should
just-
go up by 2. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm about to be fucked up. I'm about to be.
Zach, giving us magic armor
Unstoppable.
makes me very nervous.
Well,
I asked.
I know.
yeah, no,
Emery's
that and
never
also Emory has
gotten any
never had.
updates
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
all. How much would it cost to have someone do just the fire resistance on my existence?
I've
To actively do an enchantment would
It takes
take
time.
it would just fire resistance. It would take a
Yes.
day and some gold.
Okay.
So like if you wanted to give a genasi here your armor, you could like come back down and pick it up, but like you'd be without your armor going up the mountain, or you can just wait a day. Up to you.
Could be worth it if it's fire.
I've died to fire twice, so I'm just
Yeah.
like,
That's such a good
Understandable.
point.
To
Are we
enchant
staying the night?
to
I guess
enchant
I
a
would ask
resistance
everyone.
in your armor that you have would be 300 gold.
Ugh. Nah. I'll figure something else out.
I'm sure there's a place that sells like potions of fire resistance or
Yeah, that's
or
what I'm
something.
thinking. I'll just
Yeah,
wait
if
for
we
the
want to
magic
just
items.
if we want to use this time to transfer to the magic items that you would maybe be on the lookout for,
Yeah,
we
let's
can.
look at that.
I would say I'm not gonna roleplay a magic shop. I'm sorry, but what I
No.
will say is you can find. I mean, you'll be limited. You can't just like buy tons of them, but you can find all 3 levels of healing potion. So we can talk about how much of those you want to buy.
Yep.
You have a potion of resistance for each of the 4 elements available.
Okay.
You also have a potion of fire giant strength
Whoa.
that is available to you. You also would have, if anybody else is looking for enchanted armor, that could be an option. If you're looking for enchanted weapons, that could be an option. And that's all that I'll tell you surface, and then if there's something more specific that you are looking for, I will decide in the moment if I think they would have it.
Do they have an armor of fire resistance ready to go?
I would say yeah. Yeah.
Well done.
How much does it cost?
Since
How
it's
much does it cost?
that would cost
Because I wear leather.
because it's
as
not a
well.
+1, you just want the resistance.
Yeah, because I have studded leather right now, so like I'm fine with that.
So 200.
same armor class.
Sold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pay for it.
You don't-
Yeah.
Thanks, I'm poor.
200
Okay,
gold
so it's
gets
the
in.
same studded leather, basically. Same
now you have
same
fire
AC that I have. Right now. Oh my god.
It
Christy.
actually, it's a plus. I'm gonna make it a +1 with my ability. Thing.
Okay.
What?
And you can have
Now
how
you
many of
don't.
those?
Now
at a
you
time?
don't know
3?
this, but now my AC goes down by 1.
Yeah. Hey, Oliver, not that fucking bad. Okay. What's your AC now that it went down by 1?
21.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're fine.
I was excited for 18.
Wow. Okay, +1.
Oliver,
It
what
just
is
turns into a
that
+1.
when you take
magic.
the armor that Aeliana has, which is
Wow.
it looks very similar to the one that Emory has, except instead of an insignia with
Twins.
all of the elements, there's just like one flame symbol, and then like on the sleeves and legs there's some flame symbols. Once again, it's all very subtle. It's not too extravagant. It's not too gaudy. It's like within the threading and within the seams, you can kind of see those glowings and that flame symbol. So Oliver, how do you take that armor, and when you add the +1 to it, what's your mark that you put on this armor?
I think I just make it like, I don't know, fit better, like tighten some of the gaps, you know.
Yeah.
And then I think I just put my maker's mark on it, which is an olive branch.
Okay.
And I put that on.
Cool.
Awesome. All right. Anybody else? Some magic items?
I feel so much safer.
Do we want to say collectively we get some like resistance potions and some
You
Yeah,
like
you can just
potions
tell,
for
yeah, if you
sure.
just tell me how much you're looking to buy, I'll give you a total.
How much? What are the prices of the different levels of healing potions?
So usually separately, individually, obviously you can try to come up with a bulk deal, but it's 50
bulk
for 50 for regular, 100 for greater, and 200 for superior.
I have a regular currently. I
do
already
too.
have a regular.
Same.
I don't have any.
don't think
have
I-
one.
Xavier doesn't have any.
So what if
or Xander?
We got 4 regular.
I have 1 regular potion of healing.
Okay, what if we got 3 regular ones so everybody has 1?
I didn't only need. Oh yeah.
I think
you don't
I
have
probably
one.
honestly like at this point we might need to invest in like a greater
Yeah.
because we
do have a lot of
got
hit
we got a
points.
We
lot
have
of
a lot
health.
of money. Yeah.
That's true. Maybe those of us who still need healing potions right now, maybe we just get 3 greater so that
Yep.
me,
And don't mark
Oliver,
off costs
and
yet.
Xander.
I'm gonna give you a cost when we know the grand
Yeah.
total of everything you're getting.
I think that's really smart. I
3
think
greater
people
sounds
who
good.
have a regular now keep them. The people who don't have one,
We'll get
let's
graders.
replace them with
Get a
graders,
greater.
yeah.
So 3 greater healing potions.
3 graders. Okay. What else are we getting?
Should we
Is that
get,
right?
because who are our dragons left?
Okay.
Technically,
Well,
you have an
now we
acid
have-
and a poison left.
And then the gold one
So
that's
if
here.
we can
That
get
one's just fire, I think.
if we could get an acid, or I guess we don't have acid resistance potions, do we? Because it's not.
Not here. You have poison available, but
So
not
let's
acid.
get a poison
Just one.
resistance. I'd say like 2 or 3, maybe.
Up to you guys. Just tell me.
How much do they cost? Individually?
100 each.
Oh.
I'd say 2. I mean,
2.
if we do
Because
need
I'm
it.
resistant
Yeah.
now, if I choose to be. So I don't need
I think
Okay.
we give one. I mean, whenever we need it, we give one to Oliver. We give one to the healing people.
Okay,
Right.
so 3 graders, 2 poison resistance. The fire strength potion is 400. Giant strength. I mean,
That just
fire
what
giant.
gets you to 25.
Yeah. So it would increase your damage by 3
Oh, that's right.
every
I
attack.
could be. I could be deadly.
It would increase your
Only if
damage
you're
by.
strength
It would increase your
based.
damage and attack by 3 every attack.
If you're strength based, right?
If you're strength based, which you
I
are.
don't. It's not worth it. I only have 1 attack, and I
Yeah.
usually
No, I
don't-
mean not a lot of you are
I'm not-
strength based.
I'm
Yeah.
not strength based.
I don't think we. I don't really.
No. So we're
no.
not going to get the fire giant strength?
Looks like
I
no.
don't think we should.
Cool.
And
It's a shame
then
because I am strength based, but
and this
I
is
think it's-
and this is like that's
My
the stuff
strength
that
is
I just
0.
listed that's relatively available. If you're really wanting something else, we can talk about it. Yeah, Emory.
Is there a set of sending stones?
It's a good question. Yeah.
Like, just even it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just
Yeah.
in case for some reason we get separated here.
Okay, so a set of sending stones.
we've done that so many times that we just give them to someone else.
I know.
Giving
But now
away.
we'll have them to give if we need to.
For sure.
But if for whatever
You'll probably
reason,
give him the 1/2 away at some point.
Yep.
Do we want
I'll
any
hold
more
on to
diamonds? Do they have any more diamonds? We have 2 for Vivify, 1 for Raise Dead.
Yeah, more diamonds.
Or
is
They
just
do
fine.
have diamonds here. They also have other gems here
uncut
Say-
gems.
Why do you say it like that?
of the elemental kind.
Oh, I can use those with my forge
You can.
to infuse damage
Oh,
into
yeah.
weapons. If anybody
That
would
could be fun
like
since we're
that.
here.
Anybody?
Maybe 1 diamond and a gem.
How much are the elemental gems?
Elemental gems
Like
are 500 each.
500. Was 6 months of work to buy one.
Yeah. Yeah. 6 months of regular person work, to be fair.
2 jobs though.
Yeah, I know.
I need that in my life as a human.
I personally don't feel like I need anything else.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
make mine elemental without you, sorry.
I do think that another diamond is smart. I don't know if we need
Or, yeah.
the elemental gem right now. If we don't want to.
I don't have my forge with me, but
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
know where we're gonna
I
find
don't think we need
Is
it.
this a diamond for 300?
Yeah, I think 1 more of those. That would give us 3 Revivifies,
Yeah.
1 Raise Dead,
Yeah.
which we could
Yep.
use.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything else?
Well, how much are we at? How much are we at right now? Like, if we're
as
still within
of-
the realm of reality, we could do an elemental gem too.
Yeah, well, and there's also, there's some, if you wanted to talk about some scrolls, we can maybe talk about some scrolls.
I worry that at this point I have so many things I'm gonna forget.
For sure,
Let's
yeah,
talk
I
I'm
get
about
that.
gonna forget about everything I
Okay,
have.
so without a deal, it would be 850.
Oh,
So that's
Wow.
without a deal. You're at 850.
add the elemental gem. We've got
we're definitely
$6,000.
gonna get a deal, so.
Yeah.
Add the elemental gem to that.
Yeah, but something could happen. We need a rainy day fund. We can't just be spending all of our
No,
money.
no, no. This is it. We're still gonna have like $4,000.
Yeah, listen. You never
Which
know.
elemental gem?
Yeah, who wants it? I mean, I could, but again, I don't usually attack with my weapon. But Emory,
Maybe
Well, it also can just be used as an item to remind you of what the elemental gem can
Yeah.
do. You can basically you break it and it summons an elemental that you can control.
Ooh,
That's cool.
could be cool. Yeah.
So
And if
maybe
you
we
put
get
it in a-
an ice elemental gem, because if the dragon
It would
decides
be water.
to attack
There's
us
no
here,
ice, but it would be
water.
water, yeah.
If the dragon decides to attack here, Gorgon, if he's fire, then we have something kind of beefing us up.
Is Gorgon fire? Am I remembering that right, Zach? Do we
Gold
know?
is fire, correct.
Gold is fire.
Thank you.
Emery's obsessed with dragons enough that he would know that.
I would have just hated to like buy the wrong thing and be like, I was wrong.
Yeah, I mean that's smart. Would that then give ice damage if I put that into a weapon?
It would give it
Cold damage?
cold damage, yeah.
Cold. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, that's actually an emerald, funnily enough.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Emerald for emerald.
So we're at 1350 with no deal yet.
So we're probably gonna get it to like what?
Let's get a deal on that.
800 with a deal.
Anything else? Scrolls. I'm letting you
This
tell
is
me if there's a
hurting
magic
me.
item you want.
Because
I mean, like, I have 3 items that I'm attuned to, and I don't really necessarily want to get rid of any of them.
Yeah, I
I
so,
can't have any more.
You guys are getting pretty high level now, you know. So.
yeah.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so with a total of 1350, I will give it to you. Let's say Aeliana roll a persuasion check at advantage.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Every number. Well, we'll
24.
Okay. I was about to say every number above 20, I'll go down for 100. So I'll give it
Ooh.
to you for 950.
Yes.
done.
Dang.
Bargain.
Beautiful.
So you have
Which elemental
3
do you-
greater healing potions.
She's feeling herself because she looks pretty now.
Yeah. 3
She
greater
just
healing
flashes her.
potions, 2 poison resistant
Playing the girly
potions,
card.
a pair of sending
Thank
stones,
you so much.
a diamond
take the
worth
sending stones.
300, and an emerald elemental gem.
Nice.
950 you said?
950.
950.
Who's taking the healing potions?
Xander's taking
Alright.
1.
Rowina.
Xander, because
Oliver.
Xander is also going to pitch that he should take a poison potion as one of the
Mm-hmm.
physical.
I'm fine with that.
variables.
Yep.
Sure.
Anybody else doing anything else shopping wise?
Nor.
Going once, going twice. Sold.
I love it
okay,
here.
we're gonna take a little bio break here after some
Bio
shopping.
break! I'm gonna make a cheese
You guys
plate.
can write all your stuff down if you need to. Thank you all for staying with us, and we will be right back. Stand up, stretch, get some water, but don't go anywhere.
Shopping.
Oof.
Hey! If you
Super.
can hear me once, clap twice. I'm just kidding.
If you hear me once,
No,
clap
it's just
twice.
the idea that
agree with
I
like
it.
feel triggered.
I would always do everything right. Sorry, and everyone else in the class, the teacher would address the whole room.
Kelsey-
as it, right, which is fair.
I say this with the
But
utmost
I would
confidence.
feel just as horrible because when I
Kelsey-
didn't do anything wrong.
I say this with the utmost confidence and love. We know.
I know, but it's like
We know that
the
that's who you were.
feeling of
in those
just the
moments.
feeling of like,
Very
ooh, I'm
clear.
sitting here and I also have to feel bad even though I didn't do it.
I was not me in school. I was not.
All right, so you've done your shopping. You physically
The worst.
can't do it anymore. I,
I thought of
a
100 more things I wanted to do.
Oh my god.
the time is yours. You can either, spend the night here, or you can travel in the night and go to Hag's Hollow, or you can start traveling up the mountain, or you can do whatever you want. Time is yours.
What time? Like, is it like time for a long rest or like? I
It's
know,
like
the
even. It's
sky
like
is-
evening. Yeah, it's
Done a full day of traveling, yeah.
I mean,
My vote would be to stay here for the night.
yeah, I think
We
that would
could
be my
sleep
vote,
in a
too.
bed.
Ah. Oliver tears up a little bit thinking about sleeping in the bed.
It's been so long since been like
And
Night
they
of,
don't-
I think like Night of Spirits was the last time that we had beds.
Yeah.
Danny,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong too. Like Air Genasi beds don't even have like feathers or like fluff in it. It's literally just air.
You're making. I think that's something that you have conjured. I mean, we just had mattresses.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just heard in Dariak sometimes. So some travelers were
Maybe,
telling
maybe
me
we
that-
can look for like a resort that has those type of beds.
Yeah.
like an upscale
It,
inn.
it
Do
is
you
a
think that
very
Air
small
like?
seasons.
village, but we can
Do you think that we
try.
sleep like on beds made out of like I don't know stuff with our own hair or something?
No. Air,
No,
just like
air.
air.
Like an air mattress. It's called
No, I
Yes
got-
and.
I got that.
Apparently you didn't, Mr. No Butt.
No,
Um,
but
and
She was
there is
making
a
assumptions.
place. There's a place in the air quadrant called Cloud 9 that you can, that you could stay
The
at.
superstore?
God. So funny to me that a tiny. Let's do it. Let's do it. Absolutely.
Oh god, there is hair in this.
No.
I'll sleep on it.
No.
I recently found out why they call them, why it's called Cloud 9.
Why?
They were listing the clouds, and the cumulus cloud was the 9th one listed, and it's like the puffiest cloud. So when they say you're on Cloud 9, that's why, because it was the 9th listed cloud.
Boring!
That's so cool.
I loved it.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, boring. Wow.
Who's saying
anyways,
that? Is that
Oliver said
Zach?
that.
Are you
Oh,
mad
was
at
it?
us?
Yeah, that
What
was
did
That's
we
Zach,
do?
no, that was Zach saying that. But that was no, I'm not
Oh.
mad at you. I just any chance to belittle Eric, I get.
Of course.
That's funny. I've always just
yes,
called
we go to
Cloud9 my
sleep.
dick.
I am up top, Danny.
Hey.
Did Danny say that or was that Michael?
That was Danny.
Absolutely.
Okay. Ah!
Yeah.
Great pickup line.
You guys, there's it's really the only
read about
inn
that.
in this small village, and they only have 2 rooms available. So
Okay,
with one bed
me
each.
and Aeliana, and then you guys kind of bunk up.
Damn.
Just joking. Let's all split up.
Yeah, so just me and Danny in one room, and you guys, the rest of you in the other one.
I'll share with Rowina.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I think me, Xander, and Oliver get one bed.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah.
I mean, it seems
I got
like the
like a
three of us will
sleepover.
have way more room, so I'm.
Should we
Where
draft
should I?
rooms?
Where should I
We-
sleep?
So we have cat.
Oh,
you can sleep outside.
he's...
Oh, I thought you went with
I thought he went.
Hag's Hollow.
No, Oliver said we should stay together, so
Oh, Jesus.
that's we're here.
That is what happened.
Diamonds.
You
Brian.
have to watch Brian, I think, outside. Keep an eye on him.
Oh, okay. No sleep for me. I suppose.
Do you need sleep?
You do need sleep. Your head isn't... I don't know how that works, but no.
Yeah.
I can't die, but I'd still live.
Okay, good.
Wow, that's deep. Makes you think.
I need
Why don't
about
we just-
4 hours of solid meditation. That's how I
We'll
sleep.
just get this. We'll just get both rooms and we'll hash it out.
Yeah.
We'll do half and half as best we can.
We could have 2 captains and then draft rooms.
We
out.
could
Emory,
just
Rowina,
kill
did
him
you
and
two-
steal his armor as a disguise.
Have you two, like, bonded with Heeks about the fact that you're both half drow? That could be, like, a good...
I'm full
two-bonded
drow.
thing. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Is, like, you're full drow, and you two
Oh,
are
yes.
half.
Did you know that Emory and I are half drow? With a
I
full
talked
drow
to
together?
Emory about it because he kind of looks like it. I did not know you
Oh,
were
yes, right.
until he said you're twins. Kind of figured that out on the road here.
Yes. Okay. So we've been through it. I do think that we should have some sort of watch scheduled. I know that we
Yeah.
are in a safe place, but
Those
you know.
changelings. are
Well,
still-
I only need to meditate for 4 hours, so I can. I could do 4 hours of watching.
Maybe one person from yes, that, and then one person from each room or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we should stay watch in rooms because they can sneak in a window.
Hi, Brian.
We're right next to the
Right, yes.
changeling, base. So
Brian, you're a kid. You should
Brian.
be able to, like, sleep through the night. We don't need you to...
And
Diamonds.
Heeks, please, like you're along for the ride. It's our responsibility if you're coming along.
Are we taking a ride?
Is that Brian?
No,
Oh,
that's
along-
Xander. He was being stupid.
Oh, along for.
Oh.
She flicks him in the.
That was some great accent. That was some really good accent work, Xander. I was really impressed.
Hmm.
I could take first watch.
All right. Do you want to wake me up for the second watch?
Sure.
Okay,
Am I
I'll-
sleeping in the same bed with Xander and Oliver?
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
sleep on the
that's what we
floor
said, right?
if you guys want to
Oh, the
share
same
the
room.
bed.
I just think I should be right in the middle, and all of us should be right here. Danny should be right here.
I'm the big spoon, obviously.
I think you guys should have.
I can really make anything work.
You can
Wait,
I'm just
Aeliana just gave it
whatever.
permission.
do whatever you want. I don't care. Just I'm tired. I just want to go to bed.
Okay, now that's making the joke a little weird for me. I don't know.
Now that
Oh,
it can be real.
Is it getting too
Yeah,
real
now
for
that
you,
it's
Danny?
true. It's a little too real for me now.
Okay.
That's just
Now
a
that you
little.
can have it.
You don't want it?
I don't know how to move on from
Well,
there. I don't know how
I'm gonna go in
to.
this room and everyone else figure it out.
All right, fine. I'll go in that room with Aeliana. Xander starts walking.
Well, I don't know
I
about
thought we
this.
figured out a watch schedule for all of it.
What
Now
is
we're in
happening?
different rooms.
Well, we don't know which
What
rooms
happened?
we're in because everyone's being weird about it.
Hey, what if we take the bed from one room, move it into the other, and we all just watch
Perfect.
together?
Why didn't we just
Yes.
one room then?
Because we that would
So we would
that
need
would
to have the
we do
bed
need two
from the
beds.
other one.
All right, Xander,
So who's
Oliver,
in
help me
what
with this
room?
bed.
all right. I can carry it myself.
One big bed.
Check
Fuck
underneath it.
everybody
Make
in.
sure they're
You'll just kind of get in the
Yeah,
way.
we should just push the two together.
So the rooms are pretty small. So it's basically just like wherever there is
The bed.
floor, there is now mattress.
Awesome.
Great.
Um,
Perfect.
There's also like if you want to, Emory, you could crawl underneath the mattresses if that's something more akin to what you're
What?
looking for. I don't know.
I thought that's what Angie did say. Was
Because it's like a
being
dark,
under
tiny area. I don't know.
I don't know if Angie's frozen or
Yes.
just really
Like a
mad.
bunk bed.
Oh, nope, she's not frozen.
No, what did you say? What did I say?
Like in my brain, the room is tiny, right? And so at the very front of the door, you're greeted with mattress, but also underbed. And I just feel like I can imagine everybody
Just
crawling on
crawl
top of the
underneath,
mattresses
like-
and Emory just like being under the mattresses like a
Oh,
little,
like yeah.
like a little
Little cave.
guy. Like I don't know.
Okay, okay.
Just
like a
little
little
bit.
guy.
A little
For some
Burrow
reason,
guy.
that's just what I pictured happening. I don't
Burrow?
know why. So there's
But I have
definitely
first
like
I got it.
there is physically room for all of you, but it is definitely a tight
But
fit.
mentally.
Mentally.
And so you all crowd in, and Emery's on first watch, and then
If we're all in the same room, do we need?
We need watches, but I think we should.
But like one person could be in room and one person could be out.
oh
That's-
okay.
Like sitting outside the door.
Well, but then somebody's in the hallway by themselves, and I don't
that's
like that
true.
either.
Yeah.
I think we should
I
stay
bet you
like
would not
one.
mind it if it was me.
You could do
I
whatever.
still don't want you.
No, just
I
'cause
don't
I
want
can't
anybody
die.
to get changed out.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I still don't want you to get changed out with somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh okay, yeah, you care about the other person that would be there.
Well, no, we do,
Yeah.
don't want you to get.
So it's like
Kidnapped.
swapped, body
Like
swapped,
stolen.
kidnapped.
Oh
Changeling.
right. That makes sense.
And no one like rushed really heavily to take the watch with me.
I will actually.
I thought we were
because
doing one
I'm
person
not
per
tired
watch. I'm
yet.
sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. This is great.
I mean, if we're
actually.
all in
I
this
might
room,
need
talk
your
to you
can
help.
about
just one person stay
creative
up?
things.
No, okay.
I might need your help.
I'll do
So-
third
Yeah,
watch.
I'll
'cause
try.
I'll wake up
Alien.
early.
I'll do third watch with Oliver.
Anybody else?
I'll do-
We should may want to triple up.
I'll do second watch.
I'll join you for the third watch.
Oh,
Oliver.
thank you, Danny. You don't.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Guess
Okay,
do
I'll
third
just
watch,
sleep the whole
second watch
time
by
then.
myself.
Sounds good.
Oh no, I'll take second watch with Rowina.
Oh, good.
That's a
We might
great
wanna-
combo. That's an amazing combination.
We might want
Yes.
to triple up.
Oh my god.
Good night, everybody.
Emory and Aeliana, do you
Yes.
do anything on your watch?
Yes. I think
Of
it's
course.
quiet for a little bit. And then I think Emory just looks at Aeliana and says, "Did it hurt?"
What?
When you fell from heaven? Did that work? Did that make you
When I.
think that I was cute or something?
What?
Okay, hang on. Let me try
She
another
starts
one.
laughing. Wait. What did
Hang
you
on, let
try
me-
What?
Let me try another one. Hang on.
I did.
And then
think we talked
I'll
about
go
that.
around the corner of the hallway, and then I'll come around the corner, and I'll say, "Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm lost. Can you give me the directions to your heart?"
That's
Did
that's better. I
that
would
was
say.
that one was better? Okay, and I'll
That's
like
better.
circle.
But if you,
that
I
one.
mean, the idea with that one is that like you just a stranger on the street, you say that to because it's a bit forward, isn't it?
Well, I would think that they're cute, probably, first, and then I would want to talk to them, so that would be
Right.
the best way, according to the... I got this book.
Oh, can I see?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's called oh no, where'd it go?
Some
It's
Like It
called
Hot.
Some Like It Hot.
Oh gosh.
I got it at the bookstore in the
Goodness, this is how people do it. This is how people do this.
I don't know.
You just walk up to people
I
and
don't
say
know.
that.
I've only ever really done that part once, I guess. The dating part, the talking to each other for feelings and purpose.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe I should have talked to Rowina about this, but it felt weird. I was thinking about it, and I felt weird.
I am so more than happy to talk to you about it. Definitely have loads of experience. Yes.
No, you don't.
Great. I don't. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
and
not
that's
very
probably
good.
why it's good that we're talking then, now that I think about it.
As long as you're sure, I really can't give you much advice.
Well, and just because, Rowina has just had people just, all around.
She
just
seems
back and forth.
extremely
She's-
adept at this,
she's
doesn't she?
adept, and
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think she gets it. I think she might think I'm...
Yeah. So you want to get out there again, then?
I don't know.
Okay, so you're not sure.
I'm not
That's
sure. I just
totally
thought maybe
fine.
if I tried it and it felt good, then I just felt
Yes.
like some. I just can.
Well,
feel-
maybe try it then. I think that's a great idea. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. No harm, no foul.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Wait. Should now?
But maybe let's look through this list and make sure we cut
Yeah,
out the
maybe
ones
pick
that might
some
be
ones
too
that-
bad. So
And
that-
tell me which ones sound like I would say it. What
Okay.
it sounds like cool.
Sure. Keep just do the corner thing again. That worked. Then I
Okay.
can sort of
Yeah, yeah.
reset.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll run to the corner and
Mhm.
do it again. She's like, oh, thank God. I am so lost. Can you give me the directions to your heart?
I think that one's actually pretty good.
You think? Okay. I'm gonna write that one down.
I might be wrong, but I think the odds
I'm gonna
of
try it.
different
No,
is
'cause it-
gonna be what does it. It's good.
It feels good to say it. It feels good to say it.
And
So.
it catches the eye, catches
Yeah.
the ear, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a
There's
good one.
another one, and this one's really good because well, and I think Art might have
Okay.
liked this one, but I could if I see someone and I was like, hey, you must be a dog person because you look really fetching. Is that one? Is that one good? Okay.
She tears up.
No, I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
saw that one and I was
that's
like, I think you.
No, it's really good. It's really good. It's
Okay,
quite good,
I'm gonna put a question.
And
mark
dog people
next
are
to
good
that one.
people, so that's
They
good.
are.
Because
Yeah.
That gives the dog person, then you'd be well set. Yes.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah.
That's a good
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, fine.
Okay.
Sorry. Right.
And then there's one more, and I think this one's really good
Okay.
because I am always covered in some sort of ink stain. So it's like, hey, like you go and you're like, hey, so, no, okay. No pen, no paper, but you still draw my attention. You know? How about that?
Oh, wow.
I think
Just maybe not the thing with the hand. On
Yeah,
the chin. That
I
was a
saw-
little much. But I think that yes.
yeah, I saw that
Yes.
at,
Maybe if it's like a question,
yeah.
if it's like a, do you have a pen or do you? that-
Oh, like, do you have a pen? Do you have paper?
I
If
think
you
it's
say
great.
no, and say that's okay. You still
Yes.
draw my attention.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do those three first then. Okay. Good.
Perfect.
Okay, this is
I like
good.
it.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good find.
Yeah. Wow. How are you? How are you doing? You seem
Fine.
good. Yeah.
Good.
I know it's been kind of crazy, and
It has been crazy, but I think we just power through.
it's kind of cool here. Like, if this was how the Feywild has been the whole time, I probably
That would be great.
Yeah.
It's important to find the good parts in the hard parts, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I do want to be gone, though. I do want to be back.
I'm back. We'll get there. I think we're close. I can feel it.
Yeah. We're almost to Hag's Hollow.
And we're doing good things. Like, that's what I'm also trying to say, is like, you know, we're doing good things for people, and that's what matters. I hope.
We can do this.
Yes.
And nothing has gotten by while we've been on watch.
Right.
And you are Aeliana.
Yeah, and you are Emory. You have not let. Well, oh shit. You did go around the corner. Just the word. What's the secret word?
Zyrtec.
Yes. Okay. Thank God. All right.
I almost said Xanax.
Immediately finished. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, and I drew this map, and maybe you could put it in your book. And I think she just shows them the work that she's been doing on the map.
Oh.
Like
my
inside
God.
the cover, you know how those really fancy novels, they have like the
Yeah.
map in the cover?
Yeah.
I could make a smaller version.
This is great. Did you study like map making too at your school? Because this is like, look at the like, there's even like, this is like topography even. This is like exact ranges and levels.
Oh, I didn't even yeah, I just got really focused on it. So
Yeah.
I'd walked that section quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely. Is this for me?
Well, I'll make
Or
you a
you-
smaller version, but if you like
Okay,
it,
okay.
I'll
I
do
was like,
something
don't let me
similar.
keep this. I can't promise.
No,
that
I need it.
wouldn't
I'm
get
still
equal
working
of
on it, but
okay.
I'll add more. Or if you want something like this for the book, I can do that.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna just chit chat the rest of the
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely amazing.
That's so funny.
Rowina, you are woken up and you are on watch with Heek.
Oh boy.
Oh, good.
So what do you all do where you're like from?
What do we do? We try to help people when we can.
Cool.
Um,
So like, what are like the big changes that's happened?
like in the world?
Do you still use horses?
Yes.
Okay. Do you still like do like boats?
Yes.
Okay, boats were pretty new for us. Do you still do like I don't know, like other what do you do?
I don't know what would be new for you, really.
Okay.
I think things. It seems like things are pretty similar. Really.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, how good are you at magic?
Quite.
Do you think you could kill me?
Yes.
You do?
Absolutely.
Can you try?
No.
But why not?
I don't know if I actually could like write now this second, but
Oh,
like in theory, yes.
could you polymorph me into a bird?
Yes.
And then I could stay up for an hour and fall.
Yes.
Maybe that'll kill me. But I survived my head getting cut off, so...
Yes, I think falling from a large height is probably
What if I
Not going to do
explode?
much. You good?
How do I explode?
I don't know. Actually, Aeliana has this spell where she can cut things into lots of little pieces, so perhaps we could try that.
Okay, it's pretty much same thing. Lots of pain in that one?
Very much so.
Okay. So are you single, or?
I'm going to, I'm in the middle of, I'll be over here. She just goes and does her watch on the other side of the camp.
Okay, well, it's... Alright. How is it over there?
Oh my god, okay. Look, I'm sorry, I feel like that was rude. I just,
Listen,
I suppose
you're
I
not
am
my type.
single, yes.
Okay, so
You're not mine either.
I was just curious. Alright.
What do you like to do for fun?
Oh, just try to find like various ways to die, various ways to kill myself.
Okay, what's the craziest way you've tried to die?
I just put myself in a barrel of pickles for about a century, and I just.
That sounds horrible. Why did you do that? That would
I
take
thought
so long to kill a normal person.
I thought eventually I'd just kind of dissolve into the pickles.
What happened? How long did
I
did
lost
you
all sense of
stay?
self and gained an enlightenment that I feel is only sought through centuries of being alone with nothing but your own thoughts. Lots of farts too.
Oh.
Is that why you're green?
No.
Hmm. Yeah, so that's where we'll end that.
I feel
That
like
was the
Rowena's
perfect
answers
scene
like
moment. Jesus
just like
Christ.
yes or no
Riveting.
questions all night. Yes.
Oh.
No. No.
Oh my god.
The passion.
Wow. Wow.
Oliver and Danny.
You ate total shit earlier today. That was crazy.
Yeah.
What, did you have a good time though? Oh. Was it cool being a bird?
Yeah, it was kind of everything I wanted it to be.
Even though you saw Catman's corpse being eaten by bird. Is that what happened?
No, he got hit in the head by it was blunt force trauma, and they were just eating him.
Okay. I'm sorry you had to see that. I know that you cared for him.
Well, it's just we could have helped him easily. Like it really wouldn't have been a big.
I think, okay, I understand. We could have. You know what? I will admit, I was really off-put by him. Everything
Yeah, it
about
was
him.
really fucked up. Really unnerving.
Just seeing someone's anus when you're not expecting is a really jarring experience, and it really kind of soured how I felt about the entire thing. And so
Once you saw his anus, you couldn't unsee his anus.
that's pretty much how it goes.
I get it. Yeah, it's just.
So we're gonna get you some new clothes.
We already got. I thought I already got new clothes. Are these not new enough?
Oh, well, I guess we're Aeliana and Xander. Oh, I was actually just gonna I think I got overly excited and I was gonna design something, but
Oh shit! Yeah, I would love that. That would be. Yeah. Please.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, yeah. Let it marinate a bit.
Well, I gotta say, I'm consistently surprised. I didn't think that your House of Spirit, your Night of Spirits, look was going to be what it is. So it's kind of changed what I think that you are capable of in terms of.
That was all me
fashion.
too. Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You've really.
All me is, and I said that's a Prince outfit. Can you cut it in half? That was.
The fact that you showed that initiative shows me that you have a whole world of fashion opportunities that I don't think that you've really tapped into. If you're capable of that, I think that you are capable of so much.
Thank you. I also think you're capable of so much, Danny.
Well, thanks. I don't think it was shocking for me to have my ass out at Halloween, or no, not spirits. But you stripping in front of an audience, that was really, it surprised me.
It surprised me too. I did it. Like I had the outfit obviously planned, but I wasn't
Right.
sure I was gonna use it until like probably like 10 drinks in, and then I was like, yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna do it. I didn't feel good about, what was happening. So
You
scars,
didn't?
the scars of it all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously like it's about how you feel about it, but I'll just say this: I didn't hear anybody complaining.
Well, I didn't see anybody complaining either.
No.
Yeah, good.
What do you think of Heek?
I don't like him. I don't trust him. Oh wait, you don't think he's listening because he's meditating, right? Hey, Heek?
Roll a perception check.
Just him or both of us?
Both of you.
I rolled a 19, so that's gonna be a 28.
It's a pretty imperceptible movement, but you see him like lift his ear and slightly start to turn, and then like stop himself.
Oh my god, I feel so bad.
Apologize in the morning. Okay.
I can't apologize because like I do really think that.
But you can apologize for how it affects.
I can still feel bad even if I
Exactly.
think it.
You can
Thank you.
hold fast to your beliefs, but you can still apologize for how the truth affected that person.
No.
Towards the end of your watch,
I'm gonna write that down.
towards the end of your watch, there's a knock on the door.
Did you order a pizza?
Oh my god!
Did you?
Order? No.
Hello.
The door.
Hello. Sorry to bother you. It's me, the owner of Cloud9. Hello.
I'll just open the door. And all of the heads stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
But there seems to have been some troubles in the other room that you rented out, and I wanted to ask you about them.
Where's Brian?
Brian, I don't know who
He's
Brian
with
is.
us.
Brian,
He's with us.
He's in the
sleeping.
room.
He's like
Is it?
he's
What kind
currently sleeping underneath wherever Emory is.
What kind of trouble?
What kind of trouble?
I just see a lot of blood.
Yeah. I mean, we'll check.
We'll
it
check
out.
that out.
You all right? Yeah. We're all in this room.
We're
We
all
just-
fine.
Yeah, we just.
We're all
switched
in here.
Bed from
Can I
that
talk to
room.
somebody about it? It's my house.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah,
You can talk to us. Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
step outside.
Yeah. Okay, good. So
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Everybody, wake up! I don't want to leave them in there. I don't want to leave them in there alone. But yeah, you can talk to us
okay, so you step outside. You just say, "Everybody, wake up!" and shut the door.
and shut the door. I'm in the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the dad's on vacation out in the hallway.
Yeah. Let me put my New Balance on.
High
this about?
socks.
My New
What's this
Balance and
about?
my jorts.
You're what?
My New Balance and my jorts.
I
Hold
know.
my socks.
I mean, sometimes those are needed though.
All of
you
our
know?
shorts have so many pockets.
It
Yeah.
has pockets.
What
Oh, why are you rolling?
What the fuck are you doing, Jack?
Oh, that is.
The blood is not real, and she's not actually the owner, is what I'm thinking is
Well,
happening.
at least we woke everybody up.
Yeah, that was my thought. I know it's a natural 20, Zach. I get it.
Yeah, but I had to show on screen that my hands didn't move from the screen
Yeah.
and that you couldn't see it. Oliver, this is not gonna be good for you, bro. This is an assassin.
Oh my fucking god.
You see the visage of the owner change into a changeling assassin.
Every time.
This is a surprise hit for sure.
Yep.
Which means it is a critical hit, which it already was, but it's a nat 20. So this is what's gonna happen. Okay, so you're gonna take
Fucking die.
automatically you take 11
Very
times 6 is 66 plus 6 is 69.
What the
No,
fuck?
Hey,
No,
Zach.
it's 70.
72.
Guys.
Yeah.
Plus 3
You were
is
just excited.
75.
I have 91
Um,
hit points, just letting you know.
So you take 75 automatically.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then,
I'm gonna be unconscious. There's like no way that I'm not gonna be unconscious.
and then
Can
I
I-
just need to roll for him. Yes, what's up?
How far away is, because we're all mattress, right? So like how far away is the door from the mattress? And if he said wake up,
Within 5 feet, probably.
okay.
But the door is closed, and this is happening
Yeah.
outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
I'm out.
Okay. So.
No!
You go unconscious.
Yep.
It then, as you're falling, stabs you a second time. You fail 2 death saving throws.
What?
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Good thing we got those health potions.
Yeah, for real. And that diamond.
Oh, thank fucking god, I
No.
finally got a good
Okay,
goddamn
same.
roll.
Same. Do you want us to wait or tell you
No, yeah, just wait just a second.
I was about to finally have a use for bait and switch.
You've used it once.
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was me.
Maybe once or twice, yeah, but you've used it.
Okay,
Nice.
Danny, what'd you get?
22?
Okay. Aeliana.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
24.
23.
Okay.
I forgot that I have 5 now.
What'd you get, Aeliana?
24.
Rowina? You muted?
You're muted.
17.
17. Emory.
8.
And Oliver.
Also gives me advantage. Let me see, it would be. Ooh, it's a 19, which
Okay.
is not good for me.
Yeah, you did not want to have a high
I did
one.
not want to roll high.
So that is after that. And then Xander will go after Emory. Okay, so at the top of the turn order, I'm just gonna say, because of the like proximity of everything, Aeliana, you are in the room, and you hear like a and
open the door.
yeah.
Now, do I fall blocking the door?
Dude.
I mean, yeah,
Do
you
you
guys are
wanna
both
die?
you guys are both there on the door.
Dude! What is
The door
wrong
opens.
with
So
you?
roll-
The door opens
uh,
in though.
Oh, yeah,
It
probably.
wouldn't, because there's a mattress right there. So canonically, I literally said the door right in the doorway is a mattress. I said that. So
I
Aeliana,
have to push the door open?
DC 10 athletics check.
Oh my.
You can do that.
Come on.
You can do that.
Okay, yeah, I did. It's
Okay,
a 14
yeah.
plus
You-
nothing.
You push it open. You see one assassin currently standing over a very unconscious Oliver. You see Danny surprised, but like getting ready to do his Danny thing. And then
Oh, yeah.
further down the hallway, you see another one. Another changeling assassin.
I can help Oliver.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna help out her. You can hit them. I can't hit them very hard. So I'm going to do a 5th level cure wounds immediately. And that is going to be 28 healing as I open the door, see this situation, immediately like kind of fall to the ground and 2 hands on the boom right on the
you
heart.
immediately you feel
Like,
your magic
No,
close
no,
up
no.
the very dangerous wound that was like literally cut into his heart. You feel your magic close that up. Oliver breathes. That's your action.
And then
Bonus
I'm gonna look
action?
at Danny and I'm gonna be like, end them. And it's
That's your bonus action.
Bardic,
Perfect.
which is now I believe
A D10.
a D10. So
Um,
and
Perfect.
that's I guess all I can do.
Yeah,
I'll like try to
If you want to
shield
use your
him as much
movement,
as possible.
if you want to use some movement to maybe pull Oliver
Pull
away
him
from the
in a
door
little
so you
bit.
can help the party. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
you're gonna
that's a good
start.
idea.
You're gonna start crowding it up.
Well, yes.
All right, that's the end of Aeliana's turn. Danny, you're up.
Would have you moved him because I can also move. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think
my
she's
movement
moved
would
him
have
later.
been
I'm not
used.
saying like with it like more than 5 feet away. I'm just
I
saying
pulled
like,
him out of the doorway
Okay,
entrance
cool.
so that
Cool,
people
cool.
can get in and out.
if you can
Okay,
still do
then, yeah.
something within 5 feet, you can help him out.
I'm still gonna I'll do my first couple attacks.
Okay, roll for attack.
That is a 21.
Hits.
11.
Hits.
Oh.
Oh,
Good.
sorry. No, doesn't hit.
Okay, I was gonna be like, that's
11.
really low DC. So the first attack is going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a hand of harm onto that.
Okay.
So that's gonna be an additional 4 points of necrotic.
Okay. You just punch him right across the jaw. Wasn't really expecting it. You immediately see that necrotic damage doing its work. But you miss on the second one as he's more ready for your attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna spend another key point and do flurry of blows.
Okay.
26,
Hits.
23,
Hits. Jam.
and then I'm gonna just use my third attack to do Hand of Healing on Oliver.
Okay.
So Oliver's gonna get 8 healing points back.
Okay.
And then for damage, 8 force damage plus another 8, so an additional 16 points of force damage.
Okay. Which was going to make that. Okay. Yeah. Definitely looking hurt. He's starting to bleed that purple viscous blood. That is your action, bonus action, any movement from you, or are you just gonna stay right there?
I
You're
think I'm
already
just
pretty
gonna
much out of the doorway.
Yeah,
so you don't
I'm
have
just
to
gonna
worry
stay.
about
Yeah, I just want to stay locked in there.
that. You hear the other assassin yelling from down the hallway. That's the healer. Get him! And
No, we hate it.
the assassin that you're attacking is just going to ignore you and go after Oliver again. And he hasn't had
Is he-
his.
Can I have blocked him with my at all, made him harder to hit? Because I was trying to.
No.
So it's fine if not.
No, I'm sorry.
It's fine if not.
There's movements like bait and switch that lets you do that, and so
Yeah, totally fair. Totally fair.
they will have advantage because you have not had your turn in combat yet.
Yep. And I'm prone.
Are they moving
With the
out
advantage
of
plus one,
the 5
technically.
foot range of the door?
No, because he didn't move out of the 5 foot range of the
Yeah,
door.
because I only
I
just
thought he
got
went
him
a
out of
little
it.
farther.
Well, I shifted. I don't think it's a full.
Okay, so advantage plus 1. And you're not in your armor, so it definitely hits you, but he doesn't do a nat 20.
How close is it?
I mean, it's a 27.
Oh shit.
If I was on watch, I think I would be in my armor, but not have my shield. I would say.
You used your shield for advantage.
No, I used the rod of alertness.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay, but it was still a 27.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, still hits me.
but good to know.
High for
Good to know.
bonus.
That does make sense to me. So he is going to. This is going to be a grand total of 12d6.
And just to make sure that they are still within 5 feet.
That one assassin is within 5 feet. Yes.
Okay, because I am Sentinel, so if he's making an attack on a target other than me, I can use a reaction to make a melee attack against the attacking creature.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
So go ahead and do that.
Okay! No! I say.
I say.
That is a 17.
17 hits.
And because this is with it, people are within 5 feet of me, it's at advantage, right?
Yeah, you have a sneak attack. Yep.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Just all I
Why
can
does
do-
Emory talk like Hulk Hogan?
Cause
Okay.
Mustache is looking really good.
that'll be 30 points.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Damn. Looking extremely hurt as he stabs into Oliver. doing over 100 points of damage.
Oh, wait.
Which means
Wait, what?
No,
Because
I got
it's-
that outright, right? No.
sneak
Ow.
attack is 4d6, the poison is 7d6, and the blade is 1d6.
So I have 36 hit points, but it has to go like double.
It has to go double below your
full.
full, I'm pretty sure, right?
You have to. It's
do
just. It's below your
127.
maximum.
He did 113 points of damage.
Okay, so yeah, I'm
It's your max
Um,
plus whatever. I mean, you would have to do whatever you're at now plus your max.
it doesn't-
Which
it's-
honestly is close.
It's
yeah,
close, but
not-
he didn't do it. He is going to stab down at you again. At advantage. Hitting
thing I have
with a
the ring.
25.
Good thing it's still attuned.
And
Good
he is
thing it
going
has-
to. You're going to fail 2 death saving throws.
Yes, sir.
The other assassin now runs up onto this group,
No.
and he is going to stab down at you.
No! There's nothing I
No.
can do?
And he is going to hit with a natural 20. And you see 2 blades, just one really quick, right into Oliver, and then the other one comes up, lands on his throat, and just slits it. And you see the life force leave Oliver. That is his first attack. He's then going to attack you, Aeliana, with the second one.
No, I cannot die now. I cannot die now.
This is a 23 to hit you.
Yes. Can I have him re-roll that?
Yep. That's a
Eric,
24
are
to
you
hit you.
like leaving
Fuck.
prolongedly or something? Is this a okay?
No, I'm not. I mean, I might be.
I guess now, yeah.
Aeliana, you take. Jesus. Oh wait, no, oh shit, I was rolling d20s. Oh fuck, Eric. I rolled
I was
d20s.
like, oh, drink!
Oh my god, you did.
Okay, so
so it
it would have
wasn't that
been.
much.
It would have been.
Ugh.
I think he still would have gone unconscious.
It would have been. Yeah. It would have been. Fuck. It would have been 50 total on the first attack.
Yeah, it still happens. Yeah, I'm still. I was
Okay,
still out.
and then
There was
so
only 30.
okay, gotcha.
And it's
Um,
still, yeah. The
So then, sorry, Aeliana, I'm going to roll yours over again. So that's 9 plus 18. That's really low. Aeliana, you take a total of 30 points of damage. No, yeah, 9 plus 8,
27.
but it's plus 3.
Oh.
So 30 points of damage total to you, Aeliana. That's on its second attack, and that is the end of their turn.
Fuck.
It is now Oliver's turn, but he's
Dead.
Rowina. Emory, you're on deck.
Okay, so I'm gonna come out of the room, and I'm gonna kind of take
One of
in
them is
what's happening.
incredibly hurt, and Emory has his rapier embedded in his abdomen, and he looks very hurt. The other one hasn't taken a hit.
I think, I mean, regardless, I would, I'm gonna twin spell cast 2 4th level chromatic orbs of lightning at Bro, another Bro.
Okay. Roll
Bro,
for
another
2
bro.
attacks.
A 16 and a 19.
Both hit. 16
Okay, the
just
first
hits.
one is going to do 31 points of lightning damage.
Okay, and what about the second one?
The second one is gonna also, do 31 points of lightning damage.
Damn.
The one on each.
Okay, so you see the one, Emory, the one that you have,
Yeah.
gets hit by this lightning ball and literally pushes his body off your rapier, slams against the wall in the other end of the hallway, immediately covered in purple viscous blood, dead. That guy's done. The other guy that hasn't been hit yet takes a lot of damage, already looking a little hurt, but is still standing. Rowina, that was your action.
It sure was.
Emory, you're on deck.
I'm then going to bonus action. I'm gonna bonus action summon my Hound of Ill Omen at the one who is not
Nice.
as hit.
It's too tight of a space for your hound to get in there. Sorry, there's now too many people there.
Fair enough. Then that will be...
It's a tight hallway.
Because I already did it. Yeah, so that's the end of my turn.
Okay. You can do, like, bonus action throw a firebolt at him if you want, or something like that.
I can't because I already used Twin Spell.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so that is the end of your turn. Emory, you're up.
So, guy I was with, gone.
Yep.
The other
Guy next to
guy
him.
He's right
next to
there.
him.
Yeah.
Rapier his
Yep.
ass.
At advantage. No, not at it. Yeah, at advantage because you'd be flanking him with Danny.
Ooh, God. 23.
Hits, definitely. You get sneak attack on this.
Ooh, not so good. 22 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
Followed by the ice dagger to the throat, just like his little friend did.
Not the time for a skirt.
I was like, not the time, Zach.
And that is
You're being a little too jovial. I know it's Eric, but let's pull it in.
18 to hit,
Yeah, let's hope that ring works. 18 hits.
and that's gonna be. Oh, that's not sneak attack. Oh, never mind.
No. Just regular
And
old.
so that's an extra 8 points
Okay.
of piercing damage plus 1 cold damage.
Okay. Looking very hurt. Is that the end of your turn? If you stay there, you'll be giving Danny advantage.
Yeah, I want to stay.
Okay.
But I can't. Yeah, no, because grappling is an action. So yeah.
Why are you rolling?
At the end of your turn, Emory, you see an axe, a hand axe, embed itself into the skull of the changeling, and the changeling falls down to the side. And you look down the hallway, you see another changeling standing there, but you see him look scared and confused at what just happened. And from behind the changeling, you see a pair of red wings that unfurl, and you see a war axe hit the shoulder of this other changeling that's at the end of the hallway, come out, go down again, and completely cleave it from like collarbone to half, as it then falls down to the side. And standing behind the changeling, you see this figure. And you see him standing there, and he's like breathing heavy over the bodies. And he looks up and he says, "Is everyone all right?"
No. Aeliana was already digging for the diamond.
Yeah, looking. I mean, I'm just focused on Oliver.
Yeah.
Wait. So everybody's that's
The
bad
two,
as dead.
the two changelings that you were fighting, and then a surprise third changeling, have now been killed, and this
Are we out of
devil
combat?
is standing
But
at the
did
end of
the
the hallway.
third changeling hit the other changeling with his axe?
No, it looks like
No,
it came from
Abel
behind
did.
him. Yeah.
Oh.
That's why when you turned, that changeling looked like, what just happened, and then wings came
Oh,
up from
okay.
behind the-
I thought he was helping us, but he
No.
was like a chill dude.
No.
Okay, we're good. I have a whole narrative.
And we will focus now on Aeliana.
Hi, can I please cast Revivify, please?
Aeliana,
Yes?
you rummage through Oliver's stuff. And
in my moment of fear here, I'm completely blanking on the name of your god. What is it?
Brarnin
Ronan.
Yeah.
is his name. I think Aeliana would remember.
I would remember, but Kelsey doesn't because she's stressed.
First of all, Aeliana, roll a investigation check for me. I just want to see something. Just do it.
What?
Just do it.
What?
Please do what I think you're gonna do.
What do you mean what I'm gonna do?
Just do it!
It's an 18. What do you want?
Damn it! I was gonna see if you if you got the diamond worth 500.
Oh,
just to see if you
You
use the more
asked.
expensive diamond.
God damn it.
You put the 300 gold diamond on Oliver's chest, and you think about seeing Oliver do this, seeing what he's done. What do you do in this moment as you cast Rhythm?
I'm
I've
helping
been like
if you're allowed.
preparing for this moment for so long. I think that this has been like every fear she's ever had is this right now, and I think for the first time she's like, I finally understand why he feels the way he does. Like, I finally understand losing someone that it's my responsibility. So I think she just like everything goes quiet, and that her magic is that kind of darkish blackish again, because there's just this like fear, but it's focused, and she just like closes her eyes and tries to block everything else out and just focuses on this that she's practiced because she's heard him say it, and is basically like begging Brian and like, please let me channel this. I know it's not meant for me, but please, this once, let me do this.
Danny, what are you doing to help?
I think I'm initially very confused. I was initially going to direct rage and anger that I felt about this experience, and now I'm having to very quickly shift gears, and I'm trying to approach this from an analytical perspective, because I think maybe Aeliana will respond to that more than emotion in this moment. So I think he's being very technical about place your hands like this, make sure you're doing this, just kind of really walking her through like the mechanics of it rather than the emotional side of it, because he's wanting to keep her focused, because he obviously wants her to get this right.
Okay. Aeliana. Revivify is not a bard spell. This is not a spell that you can cast normally, but you're using the Ring of Spell Storing.
Yep.
And Oliver poured his Revivify into it.
Yep.
This is something you've never done, something you've never practiced at. You are going to have a higher DC than what Eric would have to have if he was casting Revivify on the first time death of someone. You're going to need to roll in the chat. You're going to have advantage on this +1 because of Danny.
Okay.
What's your wisdom modifier?
+2.
+2. So you're going to have a total.
Is it a saving throw or
No.
the actual +2?
Total
So
of.
+3.
Oh wait, no, sorry. You're a bard. Charisma. What is your charisma modifier? 5, right?
+4.
4. Okay. So this is going to be a total of +7 that you get to this roll.
With advantage.
With advantage, you have to roll. Wait, why is it +7 total?
I don't know.
I don't know.
+5.
What do you get +5?
Five.
Plus one.
It's like I'd love to have +7.
It's +5 total. The DC is 15.
So just with advantage above a 10. A 10 or above.
And I'm going to need you to roll in the chat to do.
I'm just gonna roll the d20 itself. It's just /roll d20, right?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll again. Okay. So,
I never had
But
that.
if I would have passed out.
Oliver.
My hand.
Oliver. You
Ah.
feel warmth on your face. And you hear birds chirping. And you open your eyes and you see a long, stone-paved street that is filled with incredibly detailed, ornate engravings. And as you're looking from where you're standing to the further you look up and the further you could walk forward down the street, it's a tapestry of engraving murals that tell the story of the Paramount, that tell the story of creation. And on the sides of the street are ornate, wonderfully carved, wonderfully crafted pillars. And lining the sides of these streets are hundreds of various shops and various buildings where you see people making jewelry, making armor, making art, making all kinds of things. And they're the most beautiful version of that kind of thing that you have ever seen. And at the end of this road, you see a giant hall and a giant forge that you know that you've been in a few times. Mm-hmm. But this is the first time that you're seeing the full version of Brarnan's afterlife, and it's beautiful, especially from your perspective. You see these beings made completely of clockwork, but look so humanoid that you can see the detail given to making pores on what would be their porcelain skin. And you see them walking around, serving people, helping people. And next to you, as you realize you're seated on a bench, is a man. And he is wearing a simple kind of beige tunic with a leather vest. He's got a utility belt around his waist of various tools. He's got a pair of working gloves that are currently draped over one of his thighs. And he has his arms back on the bench, one arm around you, one arm around just the back of the bench. Hey.
What? Is everyone okay?
It's alright. You don't need to panic. Everything's okay. You're safe. Everyone you love and know in this moment is safe.
Good.
I'm assuming
Beautiful.
you know.
Yeah, I know where I am. Yeah. It all happened so fast.
That's usually how it happens. My name is Oliver.
Me too. Well, you
I
probably know that. Yeah.
I'm your great I think just 3 great-grandfather.
I've heard about you.
Yeah.
They still talk about you.
Well, I bet they should. I'm the one that built that town.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I've been watching you.
How am I doing?
Fucking fantastic. All the Burroughs up here, we're really proud of you, Oliver.
It's all I've wanted.
You know, I really would love to see you get some rest.
I'm tired.
But that future wife of yours, or I guess I should say wife of yours, she's pretty persuasive.
Yes, she is.
Brarnan, she probably doesn't know it. But every time she uses her magic, every time she creates, she pleases him. I think a lot of times people get Brarnan mixed up with all fire and metal and hardness. But Brarnan exists just as much in the strokes of a painting as he does in the clang of a hammer.
Yeah, I see it. I can feel it.
The two of you are destined to create some very monumental things together.
Like, could you give me a hint? Some blueprints?
What I'll say is sometimes monumental can mean all different kinds of things.
Okay.
But Oliver, the story isn't going to have a happy ending for everyone.
I know.
And I only tell you that because if you keep trying to give everyone a happy ending, you are solidifying that you won't have one.
All I could do is try. And I'm not going to stop.
You gotta know your limits, son.
Haven't found him yet.
I believe that. It's beautiful here, no?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
In the distance, you see a field. And at the top of that field is a hill. And at the top of that hill is a tree. And in that tree, under that tree, you see the silhouette of flowing fabric. And he looks at you. And he says, "One day you'll both be here. But I suppose that day's not today." And immediately you are flushed back into pain and existence as you are in this hallway with just a throbbing chest and blood pouring all over you and a sobbing Aeliana looking over you as a diamond disappears into your chest. And similar to where you see it on Danny, similar to where you see it on Emory, you see where the wound was, the 5 stab wounds that Oliver just received, all within the chest area, are now 5 different colors. There's a red line, a blue line, a green line,
Okay, that's kind of
a
cool.
yellow line,
Worth it.
and they are now permanently there as a part of you. And we will discuss anything else permanent that needs to happen later. But in this moment, you are alive and looking at your wife and your friends.
I think it just goes from being limp to just like grabbing Aeliana and pulling her
Just
in.
as many healing spells as I'm allowed to pour into him. I probably
Of course.
would.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you'll let me use all 3 4th level spells, just to like.
Sure.
I mean, I don't think there's any like logic to this at this point.
For
It's
sure,
just-
yeah. If you just want to, you can even just message.
I'll just message
Yeah.
how much he gets.
I know what you had to do. Thank you. I'll say it, Aeliana. I know it's hard.
I don't think she has anything. There's no words.
Xander like gets out the door. What the fuck happened? It's been
12
30 seconds. You guys hear footsteps as a red-skinned devil with horns and folded wings walks down the hallway towards you.
I mean, Oliver grabs his hammer. I used to know this fucking guy.
He
No, no,
It's
no,
like
he-
slowly.
Wait.
She
He
full block.
saved.
he puts his axe on his back. Sorry about that.
I just collapse again.
Didn't mean to scare all of you. Is everyone all right? Now,
Clearly not.
Doing better.
my name's Abel. I've been hunting the White Iron for a while now. And I followed a couple of their members here, and I was a little late, and I apologize. I know I look a certain way. You know what? I should just leave you all to it. And he
Wait,
I'll
starts-
kind of
wait,
like step
wait.
to the front of the group and say, "Who are you?"
and he looks over at you. And in Infernal, he just says, "Sister," and bows his head. And then he says,
What is it?
Sister.
and he says, as I said, my name's Abel. I've been in the Feywild for quite some time. But as you can see, it's not where I'm from. And you see that he's very much on edge talking to all of you. As if he's just like waiting for you to attack him. But I've changed jobs, I guess you could say. I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry that I was late. I'll...
Can you just give us a second, man? Not that we're not appreciative. One of us just died.
I'll leave you alone.
Thank you.
Right.
No, wait, no.
Just don't leave. If we need
He walks
people.
downstairs.
Georgia, stay down.
What? He saved our
Wiping
lives.
her face, waving. I know.
I know. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm just kind of focused on the fact that
I'm
Oliver
gonna
just
run
got back
after
from
him.
being dead.
I'm
Are
gonna
there any-
let.
Want me to keep an eye on him? Should we keep an eye on him?
Well, I was just
I can
going to
follow
talk to
down.
him.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
catch
let's
up.
go.
Rowina.
I think
Emory and
Xander
I
helps.
will
Xander like
go
helps Aeliana like
whoever
lift
else can.
Oliver up and like
Yeah,
get him standing.
I'm staying on Oliver duty.
Are there any scars on me or Aeliana that Oliver is looking?
There are scars on Aeliana.
Oh no way! Really?
Yeah, Aeliana's
Hands?
Aeliana's left hand from her fingertips to about midway down her forearm.
Whoa!
Have, like 3rd-degree burn scars.
Wow.
Because that was the ring you had the ring of spells going on, right? Yeah.
Ah, cool.
I'm mad about it, but cool.
I'll give it to you. Alright, I'll process.
I think as they're all standing up, also, I just want to make it clear that.
And you
Aeliana's
definitely see it
got-
like expanding from the ring. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, cool. I wasn't wearing it on my engagement ring hand though.
Oh no, yeah, but sorry, wherever it is.
From
on your-
where? Okay,
yeah,
just
yeah,
making
yeah.
sure that it wasn't that
No,
one.
no, no.
But as we're getting up, she's gonna take Danny's hand and squeeze it, just as a little like thank you, in the moment of everything. How are we all going down?
Yeah, maybe.
Aeliana, you've
Do
already
you two need some? Do you two need some time?
Xander just whispers in your ear, Aeliana, you've already done so much, but maybe just a little prestidigitation so he doesn't have to look at all that blood. Just.
Oh yes. sorry.
He's just like
sorry.
he's like genuinely just trying to be like a friend and like, hey,
Yes,
just
I know.
you maybe thought about that.
I'm a bleeder, man.
Sorry.
Canon, canonically, the somatic component of prestidigitation. It's
I think Danny is a little like,
This new shirt.
okay, I'll.
Got holes in
We're
it.
okay. I guess I'll go join Team Devil downstairs.
Yeah, we can meet you.
Danny,
We'll meet you there.
as you were like looking at Oliver, you feel a strong gust of wind that doesn't seem to affect anybody else, and you feel it like in your face, and you feel almost as if like sea spray is hitting you, but it's not. Your face doesn't get wet, but like that's the sensation that you get, and you hear a roar of thunder in the back of your head, and you realize that you didn't use Hand of Healing on Oliver. You cast Healing Word on Oliver.
Oh!
Trust me, we need 2 clerics, so this is good news.
Fucking time to do this.
Good shit.
Guess I just still gotta.
And
Nope,
you
it's
now
fine.
have the ability to cast Healing Word once per day.
What?
Stop. Thank God we broke that thing.
Thank
Huh?
Wow.
Okay, I'm still gonna go downstairs.
Of course,
Meet
yes.
with the rest of them.
So we cut back to Rowina and Emory running after Abel. What do you say to him as you stop him?
Wait.
He turns.
Does he stop?
Yeah. And as you like get down to the stairs, you see that his wings are gone.
Like tucked in or like absolutely
They're just gone. They don't
Oh my
seem to
God.
be there.
Where'd he get those?
I'm sorry. We didn't mean to.
No, of course. No, I completely understand. It's fine.
We're grateful. Where? You said you're not from here. Where are you? And I suppose when are you from?
He kind of smiles at that. But isn't it obvious? I'm from the Nine Hills. I am not one of you. And he kind of nods his head to you. I am a devil. Thorough blood. But I've been here in the Feywild for 50 years, I think, in mortal material plane time.
Why?
I didn't mean to, at first. Spent a long time trying to get back, actually. And, well, it's a long story, but we can just say I found a reason to change my attitude towards things. And didn't really want to go back to the Nine Hells anymore.
Can I make an insight check on this guy?
Sure.
Oh, fuck.
Can I help because
11.
of
course.
I'm her brother?
Yeah, of course.
Alright. That might help. That helps a lot. 21.
No sense of deception from him. It does seem to be that he's
So-
like holding some stuff back, but just out of privacy and not knowing you.
So now you're just going around killing the changelings.
Not willy-nilly. There's some changelings
no.
who are alright. But the group, White Iron, yeah, they've been working with my brother, and I don't take too kindly to that. So
Who's your
I've
brother?
been... His name's Moldrak.
Oh fuck.
Would I have joined at this point, Zach?
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like Emory goes.
Whoa.
And that's where we're going to end this week's episode
Oh.
of CharmedPersons.
Oh my god!
Sorry about that, but that's a good cliffhanger to
That's
end
great,
it
yeah.
on.
I'm covered in sweat.
Saved by Moldrak's
He
brother.
died.
What's happening? I love you all so much. What a great session. Thank you all for watching. Follow CharmedPersons on all social media. Come stay tuned to us
Goosh.
next week to find out what happens next. And yeah,
God.
I love you all so much. Thank you, my players. Best players the GM can ask for. I say it every time, and I mean it every time. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye!
Did it hurt?